Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting
live.
We will broadcast
live. This is ExtraClass, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you are hearing me clearly. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of ExtraClass, episode number 364. A blessed Sunday evening to you all. I trust that everybody who is in the hearing of my voice and seeing my face, you are doing well. For all the people who are on the road, get home safely. For the people who are still there, work, hope the shift ends soon. Peace, big up on yourself. Sunday night, me alone apart tonight. You understand? Scotty a big woman, so she gone about her business. You see? Yeah, man. So, big up on yourself, peeps. So, let me know. Let me see. Check the comments then. Okay. Comments them come through. I don't know. So, James, man, what go on, bro? And thing. I see one strand of grey hair. But I don't love that. That no fit me. Yeah, son of me. That no fit the teacher. Still there amidst national championships. And think the second to last race is about to run, which is the women 200 finals before the male 100 finals. So I have some things to talk about in the night of peeps. As I told you Friday night, Scotty had prayer engagements and she had some family stuff treating with. No emergency, nobody not sick, no nothing. You see? So I'm going to get it out of the way from early. Yeah, man, big up Joshian, Manners, Empress Rosie, Dwight, Damien, all the people in the building. Big up on yourself. I was hoping that the race would have been run before I started. I don't want to seem distracted, you understand? But some fast people I run. Giovanni Williams said, audio low. Audio check 1. Audio check 1. Testing 1, 2. Audio not supposed to low, bro. That probably too high. So. Mic check 1. Check the audio again for me, G. You see? Alright, so a 17-year-old is among 7 nabbed in St. Ann lottery scam bust. So 7 people, including a minor, have been taken into custody following a major joint police-military operation in Great Pond, St. Ann, I think Friday, or it was yesterday. Sometime here. The operation forms part of the authorities' crackdown on lottery scamming across Jamaica. Cushane Rose, good night. First time I'm seeing the name. So, according to the police, between the hours of 5 and 9 a.m., a joint police-military operation led by the Lottery Scam Task Force searched several homes at the Great Pond Estate in the parish. 3 BMW motor cars, 1 Mark X and 1 Toyota Crown were seized, along with 10 cellular phones and 2 laptops. Several of those in custody, including a 17-year-old, have been charged with breaching the Fraudulent Transactions Act and for possession of identity information. So their identities are being withheld pending further investigation by the Lottery Scam Task Force. Where is that? Kind of sound quiet. Auntie. So Sharika Jackson has doubled up as national champ, 100 and 200. Impressive. Extremely impressive. Big up yourself, Jacko. Yeah, peeps. Let me see if I can get the thing at Panalico level now. Miss Garcia Harton. Miss Seymour, I'm picking you up in the microphone, yeah? Yeah, your son. On the pound. Yeah, peeps. So, yeah. As I said, Sharika Jackson, 21.55. Winner, 200. She has doubled up. I suspect you and Blake will do the same. We'll see. Yeah, I can't hear what I go on. I think Ilian finished second and Shelley finished third. The youths are now heading two places, the morgue or prison. Some of them are going to school, man. Some of them are going to university and then sitting there. Some of them are going to work. And then all of them. Quite a few of them, but enough of them are going to good places, said we, man. In Frederick Simmons, good night. Alright, I make get rid of that distraction. So, another 17-year-old, another teenager having been caught in foolishness. That has been a trend recently. I suppose Josh Shane was making reference to that. So, you know the thing go. I know, yeah, man. 2 men arrested after firearm seizure in Lucy. So the Hanover police seized a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 12 rounds of ammunition at Old Pen, Hopewell in Hanover on Sunday. Today, June 26. So reports are that about 4:30 a.m., 4 o'clock in the morning, a joint police military team was on patrol in the area when the driver of a bike was signaled to stop. The rider and the pillion were searched and the weapon was found in a bag that was being carried by the pillion. Both men were arrested for illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. So investigations are ongoing. Yeah, man, solid ones, and not every youth just need to highlight the good ones more often, which is so true. As I say, you have more good youths in Jamaica than bad youths. You have more good adults in Jamaica than criminal adults. The good still outweighs the bad in all respects of Jamaica life. Zane. You have more honest, hardworking Jamaicans than corrupt, criminal Jamaicans. Zane. And I've always said that I think, in my opinion, in my purview, you have more good police officers than bad ones. So I think we have more good in Jamaica than bad. It's just that the bad is so bad that it kind of overshadows the good on any given day. Yeah? So that is part of the battle that we are fighting, have been fighting, will continue to fight. And you know that positivity is not generally newsworthy in Jamaica. And the truth is that some of you watching, some of you listening to me now, you are more inclined to click on negative thumbnails than positive ones. That is the truth. Hence, positivity is overshadowed and negativity is so pushed because there's a demand for it. Even though we complain and we say, yo, we're tired of this and tired of that. And we see them want to watch a video of them, and we see them want to share the video of them, and we see them want to circulate the things them, and we see them want to do this and do that. You see what I say? So, yeah. Everybody have a role and responsibility to play around yourself. Yes, you understand? It's just like the newspapers and the media outlets, they push, the bad news, the negative thing. Because that is what sells, that is what get the views, that is what drives income. You understand what I say? So it continues to happen unabated, I suppose. But all heap of good youths here, man. Thousands of youths have graduated are graduating from university this year. Thousands of high school students are matriculating into universities locally and colleges and overseas. You understand? Many of them are entering the work world. So you have more goodness in the society than bad. It's just, as I said, the bad is so bad and so consistently bad. And it has been so pushed on us by social media people, personally, like myself, we do the videos them sometimes. So I not extricate myself from this. I am just saying that is just the reality that we face. You understand? And, we are just more inclined to, because I don't really watch YouTube like that still. It may sound strange to you. When I watch YouTube, I watch tech channels and YouTube set up on studio tours and review of electronic devices and them something. It's just a truth. Like, you understand? I don't even watch my channel. You understand? Only time I watch my channel is when I interview a premiere. You see? I mean, sometimes I'll rewatch the stream to see the comments that I missed, because sometimes some important things are said there that I missed. But generally, so I saw the thing go. So I could continue. I have a guest to bring in for a short time in and around 7:30. So see if I can make that, get rid of them early topics here. and thing. A very special young lady, as a matter of fact, but when I really talk about the special part of her tonight, she's doing something else that, is worthy to open the platform for and to, so we'll get around to that soon. See, so 2 firearms were seized during operations in St. James on Friday. At about 11:47 a.m., a team on patrol in Pigott Street conducted a snap raid in the community. One Smith & Wesson semi-automatic pistol with a magazine containing 12 9mm rounds was found beneath rocks along a footpath. Now, hours later, a joint police military team acting on information carried out operations in a section of Norwood, where one AR-15 rifle with 35.56 rounds was seized. Now, no arrest was made in connection with either of the seizure, and investigations continue. Yep. So what? 3 guns that and thing and some latch scam, something. The struggles continue. The struggles continue. Yes, man. Kill quick. Yo, boy, I mean, kill quick charged in robbery. You remember when security team, well, they're supposed to be armored, but the Beryllium couriers, they were robbed of over $20 million recently in Rollington town. So somebody has been arrested and charged. He goes by the alias Kill Quick. DJ Genius, what go on here? So Kill Quick charged in robbery of millions from Beryllium couriers. So a 37-year-old man has been charged in the robbery of approximately $22 million from couriers employed to the security firm Beryllium in Kingston earlier this month. O'Neil Richards, otherwise called Kill Quick, of Bray Street in Kingston, has been charged with robbery with aggravation, conspiracy to robbery with aggravation, illegal possession of a firearm, and receiving stolen property. Richards was arrested on Friday and subsequently gave a caution statement. The police's corporate communications unit said in a statement released today. Now about 12:10 p.m. on June 8th, the employees of Beryllium, formerly guardsmen, were escorting money from their vehicle when their vehicle reportedly developed mechanical problems along Jackson Road in Rollington Town, Kingston. While fixing the vehicle, a motor car stopped beside them. Richards and another man armed with guns alighted from the vehicle, the police say. How convenient. How coincidental, I should say. The employees ran in different directions, leaving the armored truck behind. Was it the armored truck now on Pro Box? The assailants fled the scene with approximately $22 million. So, Kill Quick, I face the music, it's a conspiracy to, so I suppose his accomplices, I don't know if they have been apprehended as well or what. Yeah, so I don't know. Well, I'm glad to Kill Quick not add to him name, because none of the man them never dead, none of the security officials were killed. So I guess that's one positive in this story. I spoke about this story a lot, so I not go back down there, but it something alright, Rasta. As a matter of fact, a lot of things wrong, but we can watch and see. I have not heard anything about the security guards being implicated. Only Kill Quick we hear about, so we don't know. You know, a lot of people were saying stuff, so we could watch it and see now. St. Catherine disc jockey charged for murder and gun-related offences. Man has been barely instead of music, eh? Good evening, Empress Jen. So the St. Catherine South police have charged 26-year-old Omar Manderson, a disc jockey of careless drive. Hold on. May I say a careless? Because no place can name careless drive. But it's spelled Carless. So may I say a careless? Because no, you know, the point of say a careless. And think, oh, you know, I saw a notification come in from Richard earlier. I mean, I check your message yet, bro. I saw meds it. But I see the notification. I do something. Big up teacher. Kill quick, never move quick. Yeah, son. So see, let me put this in there. Oh no, somebody tell me how this, because I never hear about this a place before. You understand? It's spelled careless drive, but for some strange reason, me I hear careless driving in my head. Because I say, this, tell about place, names of places, but them places. So we are said careless drive in Portmore. I probably, it must be French. Or something. I can't. For the shooting death of a man and the injury of two women on Oklahoma Lane, Gregory Park, also in the parish on Saturday, May 7th. The deceased victim is 41-year-old Richard Bloomfield, otherwise called Bylaw, as in B-Y-L-A-W, a mason of Christian Gardens, Gregory Park in St. Catherine. Reports from the police are that about 11:45 a.m., Bloomfield and the woman were standing on the roadway when they were pounced upon by two men who opened gunfire at them. All three people were taken to hospital where Bloomfield succumbed to his injuries and the women were admitted for treatment. On Friday, June 17, Manderson was arrested during the state of public emergency in the Gregory Park community. He was subsequently charged for murder, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following a question and answer interview in the presence of his attorney, the police said. Madden said a careless, but I don't say no E in I spelling here, so I don't know. And a carless drive, or Upton Griffith say a carless drive. I would have hope so. I really hope so. You understand? Currently watching the men's, national men's 200 meter final. Johan is currently in second. Oh, okay. Yeah, that look good nice. Semi for true. So Johan second. I soon tell you the name of the gentleman that I think he came second to Johan in the semi-final. Is Prince and surname? Not sure if I told my head. Soon tell you. His name not flash up on the screen yet. But he looked very good in the semi. So Andrew Hudson, 20.10. So he's a national 200 meters champion. Alright, I think it does this, so. So I don't know more news to go on from this. You understand? Shega Simmons. That's a Shiga. Teacher. You pronounce it right. Blessings, Empress Keisha. Blessings. Yeah, man. Well done, youth. If you're around 1970s, fuck the 19, you know, man, name fast, but. Alright, I could continue. So sorry for the distraction, guys. But there I watch national champs on my iPad, so me lock it down. You understand? Does it want no much to go on? Teach the interview with Rain Bad. Blessings in the family, give thanks. You see me? Yeah, man. So over there over here so now. Murders, you know, remember Friday night when we were speaking and I said to you that sometimes when crime statistics are released, or any statistics, like when statins say unemployment is at an all-time low, you understand, at X% and this and that, or when JCF give murder statistics and you say, and it will tell us, okay, not necessarily that it is saying nothing, but you will hear some numbers and you say, nah man, I'm not sure that don't feel up on the ground. Watch your math, say. Murders island-wide top 600 so far in 2022. And this no factor in what go on over a weekend, you know. You understand what I say? Over 600 murders have been committed in the island since the start of the year. That is according to the crime statistics for the period January 1 to June 20. When was June 20? June 20 was quite last week, one day. But last week, Monday or Sunday, one of them day. But Monday. So, quite a few murders occurred since then. That is not in this figure. So according to, as I say again, let me read it. According to the crime statistics for the period January 1 to June 20 this year from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So in the JCF's update, 686 murders, almost 700, have been recorded. And that is up to June 20th. And since then, off of the top of my head, I can tell us at least 10 murders have been committed. I'm going to say the exact date so I can give you some more perspective. Let me say when was the 20th? The 20th, June 20th, June 20th. So June 20th was last Monday, right? As I said. And wasn't it Tuesday that the murder going on a coca piece? That was Tuesday, and then you have shooting going on. A whole heap of people dead since then. Probably over 10. Where is Scotty? She not here, sir. Then I don't know. I joke, man. She have some family thing. They have some party run on one part. You understand? For one of our family members. I did supposed to go, but I don't reach. You understand? But you good, man. So up to the 20th of June, the 20th, which was last Monday, 686 murders were recorded. And that figure is 7 more than the 679 killed during the similar period last year. Now, according to the data, the 3 police divisions with the most recorded murders are St. James, St. Catherine, and Westmoreland. The St. James Police Division recorded the highest number of murders with 107. That is a startling 27 more compared to the 80 killed in the same period last year. The Westmoreland and St. Catherine North Police Divisions followed with 69 and 72 murders respectively. The Portland Police Division recorded the lowest number of murders so far this year. I want to, we can put down a pot on fire with Portland, Big up Portland Police. And not only Portland Police. Before me, we big up Portland Police. Let me big up the citizens and the citizenry of Portland. Because citizens play an important role in... That's something here, because the Portland people, them not really, the foolishness. Them not really harbor foolishness. You understand? And then we should be out. Big up to Portland. Where the boat land. You understand what I say? Them always seem favor plan. And I lead the nation when it come on to the load murder figures. You understand? So, some other parish, the police divisions need to look at Portland and find out what is working, what has worked, and what is the overall relationship between the police and citizens in Portland. Because year on year, Portland continue to be the parish by far that record the fewest murders. So something must be going on in Portland that is enabling that to continue to be so consistent. So are we not going to look at the Portland situation and try to replicate whatever it is that is keeping murders so low? Because unlike Portland, not populated, thousands of people live in Portland. You understand what I say? So why is it the numbers continue? I mean, some expert in the chat now going to tell me, says, teacher, say this and that. Right, I no issue with you telling me that. But why the powers that be and the authorities can look at Portland, use it as a case study, and try as best as possible to implement some of the strategies being used by the police and citizens in Portland to treat with other parishes? So I know. Big up to Portlanders, the Portlanders. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. No big up on yourself. Give credit where credit is due. You see me? So the Portland Police Division recorded the lowest number of murders so far this year with 5. 5, I have parish with 107 family. So the highest parish, St. James, 107. The lowest parish is 5. I've seen years before in the past where Portland recorded like 3 murders for the entire 365 days, You understand? I don't know. Big up Portland. According to the statistics, other major crimes such as robberies have also increased. So murders are increased, shootings are increased, robberies are increased. The JCF says 24 robberies occurred up to June 20. That is 12 more compared to the similar time last year. However, shootings and rapes have seen a decline. According to the statistics, there has been a 60% decline in rapes and a 26% decline in shootings. In total, 2,332 serious crimes have been recorded since the start of the year. And 2 was Beachy. A one man, Beachy one. Remember Beachy first wife was like 2008, Petal's murder was about 2008, if memory serves me correctly. And then his latest wife was one here recently. You see? Teach people make the place bad. Speech. Chatting with Bernie. Good night, Empress. So I don't know. And remember we said that these figures are up to June 20. And last Friday, well, on Friday night, we never discussed none of it. I just read the headlines for a number of murders. Zine, I want to include the 5 in Cocoa Piece, or 4. 4? 5. I don't even remember, because that is so rough. Like 5 in Cocoa Piece, plus all the other murders around the island last week. Since Monday, we're looking at least 10 murders. Zine, and over the weekend so far, well, it's still, last week. And over the weekend so far, we have had about 4 to 5 murders. So I would say, roughly, off the top of my head, at least 20 murders have occurred since June 20 in the country. I could be wrong. As a matter of fact, you know what? Can you see? The data is the data. I'm going to draw up my script for last stream. See? And see where the local obituary section there on here. So I could do the maths. Entertainer charged with raping. Alright, so 4 shot, 1 fatally at Red Hills Road, St. Andrew Bar. So that's 1 more murder to the figure. We'll 3 more injuries. I don't know if any more fatalities have occurred since that. Where were they again? We could look. Man gunned down near Market in Mobile. That are 2 more murders. Gunmen killed 2 and injuries 1 in downtown Kingston attack. So that are 2 more, so that are 4. Plus 4 injuries. I'm going to do the counting for me. Me can't count so well. Westmoreland taxi operator shot dead. That are 5. Man killed at Judgment Yard. That are 6. Yeah? Where is them there? 6. And the 5 in Cocoa Piece at 11. Eh? And those are the ones that made the news and are the ones that I managed to script. So let's say 11 then, up between Monday and Friday. Plus, since this weekend, at least a lot. So we see. So we're at 11 now. Just off of the top of our head, rough check. Plus, quite a few, about 5 are nursing gunshot injuries. See? So since now we talk about how much already. We're not talking about none yet. We're going to talk about a few now. Our mission and bring in Abby first and then me forward and pick up this. I told her 7:30, so I'm going to stick to it. And speaking about I guess I can tie in what she speak about. Okay. So we sticking with 7:30. So ready when you are. Right. So what we say with the 11? That's what we say with it? Right, 11. And then we are going to add that to the 600 and something. And we see what go on. Just rough check. And I assure you that there are murders that I never notice or hear about our script. Is it? Show you what go on about here. And we're not trying to do anything apart from sharing the information. That is what it is. And making people realize that the thing around here is serious. You understand? It's serious. You see it? So, in a sense, we take it for a joke. Alright, so waiting on my guest to call in. So Clarendon taximan branded as informer, shot dead. So add 1 more to the list, that are 11. That are 12. A Clarendon taxi operator who was reportedly labeled an informer was shot and killed in Vere in the parish on Saturday. Dead is 44-year-old Ralston Cockett, also known as Mark, of Springfield Housing Scheme in Vere. Cockett, who is the brother of a police officer, was targeted and called a police informer, a source in the Jamaica Constabulary Force said. Now, residents of the area reportedly heard loud explosions about 11:40 p.m. and called the police. When the officers arrived, they found Cockett in a pool of blood with several gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was transported to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. And up to June 20, a total of 33 people have been murdered in Clarendon. So I guess 34 now when you add Mr. Mark to the list. So we did 12 between June 20 and today so far. Zane, so taxi operator, brother of a police officer, he was, I don't know who labeled him an informer, but apparently he was labeled as such. And yeah, he was shot and killed yesterday. Same thing again. Body found with wound to the head in Manchester. So make that 13. Police in Manchester are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of a man whose body was found in Chudley, Manchester on Sunday morning. Head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Lloyd Darby said about 5:30 a.m. police were alerted to the community where the man's body was found with a wound to the head on a roadway. So we are now at 13 since June 20 of unofficial count, you know. So nobody will tell nobody, so teach them, tell them say at 13 people killed since that time. It's unofficial. I don't know the correct figure, just the ones that I am familiar with, that I've come across. 22-year-old fast food delivery man shot dead in Santa Cruz. Made that 14. Okay, so my guess, so we're here, so we're on 14. I'm going to take Abby's call, then we're going to talk a little. Okay. Hearing me? Well, let me assign her first and then see if you hear me.
I'm hearing you.
Oh, you're hearing me? Okay. Good night, my friend.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. 1 second, please.
Okay, sure. Right, so I don't think Abby is fully ready for us. Right? Let me see. Interview. Yeah, let me mute that. And Tinker. Oh, this coming in. So giving Abby a minute to sort out herself.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Here, so. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself for me, please?
Hi, I am Abigail Smythe, but y'all can call me Abs.
And let me turn up your volume a little bit. Miss Smythe.
Yes, just call me Abs.
My favorite person that I haven't met. I've told you that already. A very phenomenal.
That can happen soon. You can, meet me Saturday.
At the blood drive. A very phenomenal young lady. She has been through so much health-wise and stuff, and she continued to fight. And she has been doing great stuff. I kind of hear some audio issues. I don't know what that is. You probably need to use an earphone, because I don't know what is it. You have a headphone near you?
Earphone.
Yeah, but use it. Use it quickly and see if that makes a difference, yeah? So sort out until we come back. Connection bad. Yeah, some crackling. Yes, chatting. I don't know what is going on Abby's end, so we'll wait until she come back. Right, so she, as I said, she's a very phenomenal young lady. She has been treating with some health issues for years now, and she continued to fight. But she's on a different mission tonight. I was supposed to interview her a long time ago. I just haven't done it as yet, to document her story and her tenacious fight and thing. And you look like your internet connection also at that. All right. Let me unmute you. Say something. Let me hear
you. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, much better. Right. So Abigail is here to solicit or assistance or help in one of her many initiatives. Yes. So you can go ahead and talk to us.
All right. So first thing, why The video seems
Yes,
delayed.
it's very, very, very. But don't pay attention. Just go ahead and talk. I don't know why it's like that. It wasn't like that earlier when I tested.
Are
So
you
I
going
don't know.
to disconnect and
And try again. All right, sure. Let's see
hang
if
up
that
and
works.
come back?
Sure. All right, so we're having some technical issues, peeps. Let me change over to that. I don't know what's the issue, but yeah, it's for a good cause. So let us be patient. And with so many shootings taking place and accidents on the road, there's dire need for blood at the National Blood Bank and our hospitals. And that is the initiative that she'll be talking to us about. She has been doing an annual blood drive. And she's, I suppose, going to be appealing to us to come and give some blood. Understand? It's like a dark cloud hanging over so let me check. Like a dark cloud hanging over all Jamaica. Right, brother? Even though the sun keeps shining, it is a mystery. Yeah, the connection is still choppy though, Abby. I don't know why. The video is still choppy. See you look now. Alright. Again. So we're struggling. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So go ahead and talk, let me hear. Yeah, still a bit. I don't know.
Alright, testing. Audio,
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you seem very delayed for you, and I have no idea
This
why.
is
Very strange.
That's so weird.
I normally have a co-host each night, and they just like how you call in. I mean, they use a computer and stuff, but it's always on point. And we have had guests join both of us, so I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea. But they're hearing.
You want me
They're
to try
hearing.
use the computer?
Well, you could, and let's see if that's better. So.
Alright, so just keep them company and
yeah, man. A simple 1 3, man. Anglia Bang.
Please don't go anywhere, guys.
They're not going away, man. They're not going away. Yeah, peeps. I'll be trying to sort out our thing. See? So make we continue. So what much you know? Want to remind me? Give me the count. 14. Want to remind me? Bright Sparks. Invest. What go on? Keep them company. They're not going to. Want to remind me which number me now? I think we're at 14 though. 14. Let me tell you, Rosie, man, they go to school and they're not fooling. So the 14th person on our unofficial count is 22-year-old. Is a 22-year-old fast food delivery man. He was shot dead in Santa Cruz. So police in St. Elizabeth have confirmed that a 22-year-old fast food delivery man was gunned down on Coke Drive in Santa Cruz on Saturday evening. Now head up. Let me bring this a little bit. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police Superintendent Dwight Daly said about 7:40 p.m. the man was delivering fast food to a location when he was shot dead. He went to deliver KFC, and as he reached the spot, loud explosions were heard. It seems as though he was targeted, Daly said. Now we are appealing to anyone with information to call the Santa Cruz Police at 876-966-2289, the 119 police emergency number, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. So 22 years old, fast food delivery. He went to deliver KFC, and when he reached the location of the delivery, he was pounced upon and shot. There's no indication as to whether or not it was a robbery, but sufficing to say, the report suggests that he was targeted. As to why, the report did not state. I haven't heard anything to say why. So we'll watch and see. 22 years old. So we're at 14 for unofficial count since June 20. Yeah? Yes. Man dead. 6 others injured after shooting in Kingston. So we are now at 15 and about 10 shootings. At who monitor the shootings then? Never do a shooting count when we're done again. See? But we're at now 15 unofficial teach them murders, not JCF now since the 20th. So, man dead, 6 others injured after shooting in Kingston. So a man is dead and 6 others wounded following a shooting incident on Greenwich Park Road in Kingston on Friday evening. The deceased has so far only been identified by his alias Berry. Information reaching reporters is that a group of people was on Greenwich Park Road about 7 p.m. when a motor car drove up and the occupants of the vehicle opened gunfire at them before escaping. Now, Berry was among 7 men shot. They were taken to hospital where Berry was pronounced dead. So we're at 15 unofficial. So I'll try to take Abby again and we'll see how we go from here. So Abby would be here by herself. Okay. That looks a lot more fluid. Here. All right. Audio check. Let me hear.
Audio check, 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. So where were we? So again, for the people who came in just now, we have with us, as I said, a very impressive young lady, Abigail Smythe, and you will hear her journey, her story in the future. I was supposed to do it before now, but should I hold it against me? But she's up on a different mission tonight. So talk to us now, Lady Smythe.
All right, so I'm gonna give them a little, like a backstory first, as in tell them why I do what I do.
Sure.
Okay, hi guys. Again, I'm Abs. Y'all can call me Abs. I'm known as the Superwoman or Iron Woman or the girl with battery in her heart. I'm living with a very rare and progressive heart disease. It's called arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia, or ARVD for short. So that's a lot of big medical terms, so I'm going to break it down for you. In my case, the right side of my heart is severely diseased. The right side of my heart no function good. It's not so 100. My ventricle don't work properly. My heart is slightly enlarged. I have 2 leaking valves. So one part of the left side and the right side of my heart are leak. And my heart rate is fast to the point where it can send me into cardiac arrest anytime. So as such, I have to wear an implantable cardioverter defibrillator or a battery in my chest to keep me alive, to prevent me from going into cardiac arrest. So so far I've done 5 surgeries and I have more to come. Surgery 1 was done April 5th, 2012 to put the battery in for the first time. Then my body started rejecting it, and October of that same year, doctors had to go back in to adjust that because the battery was literally forcing its way out of my body, as in it was ripping through flesh and everything to exit my body. Then by 2018, the battery migrated, as in it fell from where it was and dropped down in my breast, causing pain, swelling, discomfort. So they went in and the doctors lifted it out of my breast and put it in a mesh and stitch it down so it would move again. About 4 weeks after that surgery, the mesh started boring my flesh and everything from the inside, like it would have jerked the hell out of me from the inside. So doctors had to go back in to cut off the part of the mesh that was impaling me from the inside. And then in 2019, now, I wake up one morning, I get ready for work, and I hear one alarm, and I thought it was my phone or my tablet, and it wasn't. The alarm was coming from inside of me, so I run to see my doctor, and long story short, it turned out that the battery that malfunction. So my doctor had to send to overseas or the manufacturers to tell them that the battery now work. So they had to make a new one and send it down for me. And when this battery finish, I'll have to do surgery again to take it out and put a new one in. Now, living with this piece of titanium in my chest is not the easiest thing. I'm affected by cell phones, loudspeakers, chainsaws, jackhammers, drills. I trigger alarms when I go certain places, like at the airport, them treat me like a terrorist. Test my finger for explosives and a bag of excitement. As I get older, science says it's going to get worse, but that's not what God says. So I'm living by that. There's the risk of me not being able to have children. I'll be 30 this year. and we don't know how badly pregnancy can affect my heart, so I am not sure if I want to take that risk. Man, not tell a lie, I'm afraid. So but we'll see how that goes. Um so when I did my first surgery, when I was going to clinic, I saw a lot of other people with heart disease like me, and I saw them going through the struggles and everything. And I went through all the struggles, the physical, the psychological, the social, not to mention the financial part. Living with heart disease is so expensive. The battery in my chest alone in 2012 was 15,500 US dollars on a special price.
Say that again. 15,000
500 US dollars
and a discounted price.
on a discounted price.
Wow.
Yeah. And every 3 months I have to go to doctor to get checkups. In between that, I have to do heart tests. I have to live on medication. I cannot live without my heart medication, and my heart medication that I cannot live without have a lot of side effects that I have to take additional meds for. So everybody else start them day with prayer and meditation. I start mine with prayer and medication. However, through all my pain and my struggles, I found my passion and my purpose. I am now a heart disease advocate. I started my foundation to help other people like myself with heart disease to raise awareness, because believe it or not, heart disease is the leading cause of death in Jamaica. And a lot of these deaths are preventable. Um, if people eat right, exercise, get regular screening. And one of the most common thing that people ignore is chest pains. If your chest are hurt you, nobody gonna say, "Oh, let me just drink a little tea and belch because of gas." Chest pain can be, it can be a serious sign of heart disease. Because I experienced that. One Sunday before I was diagnosed, one Sunday my heart did hurt me so bad, my chest did hurt me so bad. And my cousin I said, "Drink tea because you're not eat a good gas." And I drink tea till I weak, and the next morning me end up a hospital because I did heart issues. Um, so I raised awareness in the early years. I toured high schools, and I was guest speaker at events, sharing my story, raising awareness. Um, in 2018, 2019, I formed a partnership with an overseas organization, and to date we have helped 23 people get free heart surgery. We didn't get to help any last year or this year because of COVID, but
COVID.
we're hoping to resume our mission January. Um, I've also lobbied my way into meetings with the Prime Minister, the Honorable Brogadam. I said, "Sir, listen, UWI Hospital is our primary hospital for adult cardiac care. Once something to your heart and you have surgery for them, I'm going to send you a UE. And UE needed perfusionists. That's the person who controls the heart-lung machine during a heart surgery. And UE needed two of them people there. Lobbied my way into a meeting and show him the vibes. I was real and raw with him. And government offered two full scholarships for two people to study perfusion medicine. So very soon you will be getting two new perfusionists. Um, I also do regular blood drives because blood is always needed, not only for heart patients, but kidney and liver patients, cancer patients, accident
Accident,
victims,
shooting
yeah,
victims, like we
shooting,
have a minute.
stabbing,
We have to.
yeah, premature babies, pregnant women. Blood is always needed. And so far I've done 7 blood drives. I have the 8th one coming up Saturday, July 2. That's this Saturday coming at the National Chest Hospital. And we're going from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. However, if people are trickling after 2:30, we'll still accommodate them. And important thing to note is that when you donate just 1 pint of blood, you are saving 3 people's lives. And you never know who life you're saving. It could
Could
have
be
your friend,
yours.
your family, your brother, sister, even your own life. So everybody will watch and hear my voice. I am begging you. Like I'm begging. Like may I beg. If I could have go on my knee, would I go on my knee. But may I get old. So look at arthritis kind of creeping. So I can't go down on my knee. But I am begging you, please come out and donate blood on Saturday. There are a lot of benefits for the givers too. When you donate blood, you basically get a free checkup because them check your blood pressure, them check your iron level, and that type of thing before you donate. Donating blood, it helps to boost the production of red blood cells. That is why you're able to donate every 3 months, because when you donate blood, your body build it back.
Replenish.
Yes. Um, Also, it reduces the risk of heart attack or stroke. Yeah. Also, what you need to know when donating, eat a healthy meal at least 1 to 3 hours before you donate blood. We'll provide refreshments for you. We're not gonna make you come and make your throat dry out and them something there. We'll give you your full buckle of malt or cold or hot, any way you like it, or water, whatever you want. Um, a lot of people ask common questions that I can provide the answers for. To donate blood, you must be between 17 to 60 years old. You must weigh at least 110 pounds and over. If you have tattoos and piercings, you can donate as long as they're at least a year old. If you have hypertension, if you have high blood pressure or low blood pressure, you can donate if it's okay on that day. If you have diabetes without the use of insulin, you can donate. If you have the sickle cell trait, you can still donate. So there's no worry about that part. So I am begging you guys to please, please come out on Saturday. I want to come. I want to say, hey, I come because I see the video up and teach them. So I come support. And I am looking forward to seeing you all. If you need additional information, you can reach me on social media. My handles are This Is Abs, THISIZABZ. Or you can call me or shoot me a message at 566-6405. And I'll
Run
be
them
sure.
again, Abs.
So the handles on social media, THISIZABZ. That's This Is Abs. Or you can WhatsApp me 566-6405, and I'll answer any message at all, anytime.
Here's a question, Abby. What about if you are taking iron supplements? Some people won't allow this.
Once your iron, if you're taking supplements and they check you on the day and your iron levels are fine, they'll definitely take it.
Another question
Yeah.
about being vaccinated.
Yes, you can donate. If you are vaccinated, you can donate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Peeps, I told you that she's a very phenomenal young lady. I came across her story in the papers, and since then, we have been friends. I have, as I said, I should have a long time ago documented her story and her journey, but it hasn't happened. She's also, as a matter of fact, she didn't say it, but many of the advertisements you hear on the radio and television, her voice is behind it. She is a trained journalist, an excellent one. I always tell her that I wish I could read and deliver the news items like she does. She promised lessons, but we not get there yet. Yeah. Very impressive young lady. So you will see her full story one day. So yeah, man. So for the people who are able to, and it is Saturday, July 2.
At the National Chest Hospital.
So here we're going again, Abby. I stream Fridays as well, you know. So Friday night, just to come refresh it. If you have the time.
Yeah, man.
You can drop by and give it the next run. You understand?
Yeah, and I'll come by and we'll show them pictures and all these things. Come on, know people curious.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Let's stop jamming foot, Richie. All right, yeah, stop jamming foot. I mean, it's I am the problem in this one. Still, it's not Abby. Abby has been ready for a long time.
What Richie I say?
No, you must have to stop jamming foot and document your journey. So I tell him, say, my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault for you. It's my fault. So as I said, Peace, very impressive young lady, very phenomenal. She has been through so much, and she continued to find ways of giving back and helping despite her struggles. You understand? Big up yourself, my friend. We will talk.
Okay. All right, bye guys, and I'll see you all on Friday. I'll come back to refresh your memories.
Nice.
And to answer any questions that you may have later.
Lady Smythe, good night.
Yeah. And make sure to link me on Instagram or Facebook or wherever.
Yeah, I think Rosie placed your Instagram thing and your number in the chat, so then can see it. Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
Look,
later.
Mm-hmm. And before you go, For the
Yeah.
people them who want voiceovers and stuff, again, as I said, she is one of the leading persons in the country. Read that, and it's no joke. You understand? And she not expensive. You're paying for quality.
Reasonable, quick turnaround time.
Big up yourself.
All right.
Yeah, well, look over. Yeah, peeps. Somebody, as I said, doing the YouTube thing, I came across her, and from then we've been a vibe. Very, 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 very impressive young lady, despite her struggles. And see, we complain about some things sometimes as people. Her Instagram this is this is Abs. Chattings with Bernie list posted earlier, and also Rosie, so you can get it there. Let me see if I can let me see let me find the Rosie thing, so I'll copy and paste that and post it in the stream. Just a minute. So I think Rosie had posted it, but I can't find it. I know Rosie will post it along with her number. Okay, so I'm gonna find it. See me a minute, peeps. Yeah, so we spend our times complaining about some things. This is a young lady who, on any day, things can turn very badly for her, and she continue to find ways of not only, fighting her fight, but also helping other people to fight their fights. Impressive, man. Very impressive. And I should have documented her a long time ago, like a really long time ago. And thing. Yes, I just pinned it as a pin comment this. So yeah. And thing. Yeah, man. So I could give thanks for what we have now. You understand? And stop complaining about teach the IG is wrong. Alright, me will correct it because we follow each other on IG. So nah, man, it is not wrong. It is this THIS is as in IZ. Oh yeah, Rosie. Okay. Oh, me saw you say now. Unpin. So let me fix this. So it's this is abs. Right. So I think this is the correct thing now. Thanks, Empress. Pin. So it should pin soon. So I think the correct thing is this is abs, yeah? And thing. Alright. See that? And yet, man, I do crime and living in boy, I mean, I tell the family. We have so much to give thanks for. Thanks, I'm chatting with Bernie. Blessings. And these things. Yeah. I have worked for her. Okay, this, yeah, boss. Yeah, this. True, bro. Bro, is there somewhere for a financial Alright, so you have to go link her, Rosie, and then she will answer all questions and provide all answers to that. She's very, very approachable, as you would see, and stuff, and she will direct you as so. I am sorry, not going to make it. I am in Canada now. Blessings. Okay, blessings, Father Ennis. We understand, man. We understand. Alright, peace. I'm going to pick up. Back to the foolishness, eh? We are at 15, I think. So where we stop? Man dead. 6 others. Yeah, I read that. So that was the last one that I did, and we were at 15, I think, with multiple shootings since Monday. Man shot dead at half a tree bus stop. I think that happened today. So a man was shot. So we're at 16 now. A man was shot and killed on Sunday afternoon on North Odeon Avenue in the vicinity of the Half a Tree Transportation Center. Now, according to alleged eyewitnesses, the man was standing at a bus stop when men on a motorcycle approached and opened fire, hitting him. He died on the spot. A female was also shot and injured in the incident and has been taken to hospital. So I don't know the condition of the female who was shot and injured, but I know that the situation in Jamaica is very serious. Well, I see it pass serious. I know in a fam. Links, big up yourself in a family. Manners and respect every time. You see? So we are at 16 now, I think. Gonna keep the count going now. 16 and multiple shootings. I think about 10 shootings. So since June 20, unofficial count, we have recorded, based on our count, at least 16 more murders. See? And then the number was up to June 20, 686. You understand? So when I had 616 to 686, that was 702. So we are in the region of 702 unofficial. I am almost certain that there are more murders that we missed, that we haven't scripted, that I never hear about or see in the papers, because everything reach media houses in a timely manner sometimes. So as at Sunday, June 26th, my unofficial count for the murder statistics stand at 702. Unofficial. Omar Guthrie, blessings. Zane, and January, February, March, April, May, June. Half a year. You understand? Half a year. And we are over 700 murders. Yeah, man, I mentioned the Judgment Yard one, Peter. That was in it. In the count, in the earlier count. You see me? So, I know. It's rough. And as I say, you will hear the number sometimes and you say, now it feel worse on the ground. Like, as somebody said earlier, it's serious. You understand? And we don't do this for reasons that are not pure. We do this for say, look here, there are issues in the country, and whilst the police have been working hard and getting results in many instances, there's just so much more that has to be done to treat with the wave, the tsunami of crime that is currently washing across Jamaica land we love. I told you on Friday night that, I personally, I am tired of it. Hence, I don't do many of these stories these days, knowing full well that is what drive views, and views drive subscription, and subscription drive other things, and them something there. But I have made a conscious decision for my own peace of mind and well-being, having done this since 2016. I've been doing this since 2016. I have covered many stories, many of sad stories, involving children, women, the elderly, the babies, the whole works. And it just, I am at a stage in my YouTube journey where it is not primary for me to, treat with all of these things. So whilst I am into the business of sharing information and sharing tidbits of news, there are many other channels out there that make a killing off doing that. I am okay. I do well enough, so I don't have to do that. And that is something that I am proud of as well. I have built a brand that can stand without certain videos. I have built a brand that can stand without gossip and sus and this man say and this man say and she say and him send message and she send message. I have worked hard enough to be able to not do certain things. You understand? And thing. I understand also that whilst I do the YouTube thing, I also have, a responsibility to my viewers to give them good, solid, quality information on a consistent basis and things. So we do our thing different. You understand? And I not show no shade at nobody. Because me really and truly not up. In the YouTube thing, you realize me, and one of the pledge that I made early, I will never, ever. Because when I just started, it was Gully versus Gaza and that verse, this and that man verse. We're not upon there something. You understand? We don't pick side. We just give you the information and we're gone. You will never live to see me and another vlogger a quote-unquote beef. If I have something to tell a guy, I'm gone. Him can name up himself after. I'm not upon that with you. You understand what I mean? I say, so if it means, I don't like, so we are soldier in the streets too, so we don't play that. But me and a man now go up like two on back and front, two on front. I'm not upon that. You see me? So we don't do them things. Yes. So truth is, as I told you, I don't watch my own channel. When I do the videos, that's it. The only video that they will see me when me in the interview premiere, that's it. I mean, I've been watching Chris Howell's interview a few times. Something special about that interview there for me. You understand what I mean? I say, like, I have watched that interview at least 5 times in its fullness. But generally, I don't rewatch the interviews. I don't rewatch my videos. Me not even like hear my own voice on my time, you know. Teacher is still waiting for a cooking video. You know, say I was having a conversation. Ali Cat, big up yourself in the family. I was having a conversation with my partner. One of them tired here to say, boy, I'm always in the kitchen but answer. Dwight I run him thing when I impede on Dwight cooking show business and then a recipe. Like, I mean, there are many other things that we can do what other people are doing, which we try not to. You understand? We have created something for ourselves and you know other people are doing them thing. And not me say me gonna take with people viewers because everybody watch them thing. See? And Richie said me not like hear if I see that. So what I am okay with it now. In the past, not so much like when we listen to some of my earlier video. Then I say, yo, oh, people sit down and listen to this here. Then people kill, you see. Can't mean I listen to this here. But it works. You guys saw something, you understand? Something was there that you saw, and when you stick it out, I will give thanks. We appreciate it. I soon get back to the story, but sometimes you have to take a sanity break. You understand? So, yo, Jaja, more time I listen back some of my early video, then I top. Then I say, who the youth there? Then the youth there so now we. You understand? But we have grown, we have found our voice, our sound, our cadence, our pronunciations and what you call it, yeah? That's something there, Zane? Yeah, right. So me I tell us we're full sometimes. So yeah, peace. As me say, I have been very deliberate in how I do things and how I build my channel. I don't want, if me not upload for a week, my channel dead. You understand? Because me do some cotton candy video where as you open your bag and start eat face where I have been doing content for a few years now that even when I pass on, when I die, people will be watching. You understand what I say? So while some people, you know, I run down a murder video, them and a shooting video, them run this and a gossip runs on. We not depend that. We realize I'm early, so we want to build something meaningful and lasting. You understand? And as I say, when this a big head boy are dead and gone, my work will live on. Simple as that. So, you know, we know that because I've made editorial changes down the years and, you know, when we start out, I review songs and artists. So when we change from that and start up mostly news, your audience shift, some people left. You understand? When I started doing more interviews, because when I do the short news clips and a lot, and the shooting videos, the audience kind of change a little bit again. Yeah, some people are there from day one where no matter what we got, them know it's a solid thing and them still there. I appreciate that. But you know, people come and people. One of the things I always say, I don't get too caught up about subscribers and subscriptions. Because truth is, you will have 1 million subscribers and 100,000 of them active. You understand what I say? I have always said I prefer to have 10,000 solid, consistent, loyal subscribers than 1 million subscribers with 100 people watch the video. Them. You know what I think? And people subscribe for different reasons. And unsubscribe for different. The thing when you going to tell me where I going to least affect me and say I going to unsubscribe from the channel. All the best. I appreciated you when you were here. You understand? You weren't my first subscriber. You weren't the last one. You weren't my first unsubscriber or the last one. It goes on. You know, people are very fickle. You understand? And people are very thin-skinned and emotional. And people, I'll say, you will say something with them disagree with and them unsubscribe and gone. I ain't going to lose no sleep over that. You see me I say? Invest. When I work St. Andrews South, Unsby, no joke, we will respond to more than 15 shootings, robbery daily. When I work in Moby and Spain, it is double. I think now it is making my heart becoming hard. Father, invest. Try hold on to a look at humanity. I know a thing rough in your bro. And I know the job can harden you and all of them things. As I always tell you, I appreciate the service, bro. Zane, and I know it rough. Jamaica is a hard country to police. Zane, and a special people do that. Yeah, one of them, we give thanks. You see me? Yeah, man. So, I just say things. So, you know, more time we talk about some of the little things. Because more time, why do we even know? So that way. I see your security systems. Blessings. Good night, my friend. So I could pick up again on them something else. So as I say, you know, you make your changes, and I do very well on YouTube, consistently well, and we give thanks that wanna make it happen. You understand? Big up to my patrons. I don't post my patrons because I have bad experiences with that before. And me's a face the youth, you know. Me's a very, very respectful and manageable youth, is mannerable youth, you know. But me like at a pins drop me run away. And don't feel like because you contribute whilst you appreciate it, don't feel like you can talk to me certain way. That not gonna work. You understand? And I had a couple situations once where, you know, patrons pledged, and, you know, normally, because I am the first person who started running patrons' name in my videos. A lot of things out here, so we do for. We just somebody with all about talking. You understand? But, yeah, so I used to do it at the end of the videos and stuff, and it became a thing. Like, you know, man, I said things in the comments, and me send back your money, go give you, man. And give you a look more upon it too. You understand? Because me not play that way there. You see me? Whilst I appreciate every contribution that I get, because nobody not owe me nothing, and you work your money. Zane, but don't feel like say you can talk to me a certain way, because me not talk to you a certain way. Zane? So don't do that. Me send back your money and send an extra money come give you. Not do that. So me stop do that. So, and the Patreon community is still very, you understand? We just keep it moving, and those who are patrons on my channel, they understand how I am and how I operate, and you know you're not going to see a name in no video no more. So, and them still give me some of their money a month time. I mean, me give thanks. You understand? Big up to the people that might use Super Chat. Big up to the people that might use PayPal. Big up to the Western Union people, you know. Big up to themselves, you know. I mean, the Western Union line is long still, but we give thanks. Yeah, man, face the man, but that makes you as real as you are. Yeah, bro, and that's something not disrespect people, brother. If anybody ever tell us, teach them very disrespect, I lie them and tell upon me. If them tell us, teach them is a troublemaker, is lie them and tell upon me. You understand what I say? So, you know what thing go? I also try as best as possible off camera. So a lot of the blessings that I receive on a monthly basis, we try to bless some people along the way. There are things that I do every month religiously that people don't know about. You understand? There are a lot of things, a lot of people that I assist every month. Like every month. And I will just keep it going. You see me I say? Malina Records say, it was a couple of times, like, you know, somebody pledged, and by time, so I would do a video, zine, but when the person pledged, me never see it, I never see the email, me miss it, because you get too much email sometimes, that person name wasn't added for that video, and by the time you add it, man now come and say, yo, because my contribution was small, me not see my name, and man go away, man. Well, it was a couple of them. I just send back their money, tap it up, send it back, call, and I just decide, say, you know what? It's just like it. People will reach out and say, teach, you have to start one foundation, and I not collect nobody money and give nobody none. Like, I will use, because you see people and their money, they're funny. And as I say, I have worked too hard to build what I have built for years, so yo, teach them a thief. Me not depend on something there. You understand? And me teach them money to do this and teach them use it carry out in human life. Me not depend that. You understand? So many people reach out, but you have to wise. So you can't get too caught up in a certain thing. Because people, me know people, you know. People are easy, you know. You understand? And boom so. And some people come around the thing sometime and them not really and truly into you, you know. Seeing them into the fact that you have a name and you have a platform, and they will try to piggyback on that, and the moment, me not depend on something there. You see me I say? You know, I say the man can take up their phone and go up on Instagram live, oh, teach them, it not go happen. So me, as I said, I have been blessed, thanks to you guys, and we bless some people. If you see me do something on camera, it is because me doing it on camera, I know that it will either give it some more highlight and more people will be willing to join on. So if you see me give somebody something and it's on camera, like with the Tiger situation, killer say teach. You know what I'm calling him? I say, no, bro, man, just do your thing, man. The only reason why you know some me do it is because of what happened. Zane some things when I do the video, but you wanna know. You understand? The little Empress up at Glengoff, the only reason why I did that is because I know that if I did it, Zane, on camera, my viewers would see it and reach out. So, want to get the link. So, what I do, I don't do it on camera. You would be amazed as to some of the things that we do around the place, but we just keep it on a level. You understand? And we not do it forget, no glorification. We just do it because we know what the struggle is. I told you I grew up as a poor boy. You understand? I know what it is like to, as the song say, have no shoes on your feet and food to eat, and like we just do what we can do in our way. Saying it is not as great as others because we are not there yet. We still are trying to make life for ourselves and take care of our family, you know. So we still are trying to do that. But having been blessed, we understand that when you get a blessing, you have to bless somebody else too. Our reach on you, so like then me have other things to talk about, you know. Zine, but since I was around here already, I just tell you now. Zine. So yeah, I mean we just keep it going and we don't show things. We just do it. You understand? We just many things. Like I said, many things. And sometimes the only person who knows is Scotty. And not even she don't know sometimes. Sometimes we just bless some people and nobody don't know. You understand? Because it's just blessings. It's not something we need for advertise. You see me? So we do it with us there, keep it going. So as me I said, big up to the patrons. I think about 16 to 20 of them still about. You know, some people take what they sell from time to time. And then some people, they have challenges and for them into so them can't get a little thing there consistently. I will appreciate that and understand that. So, you know, it's a hard feeling thing. Share the sentiment. I am very calm and collective and I treat every person with respect. But when it comes to gun boys and gun girls, I will shoot. Invest because myself, bro. That's the word, family. Yeah, that's it. You have to do the work, fam. You see me? Yeah, man. Blessings in a father call. So as I say, peeps, I have treated this as a business, as a job from the get-go. See, in the start, it's shaky and thing, but we take our time and we build. And as we tell you, I can do anything creative-wise that I want to. I can cover practically almost any event. You understand? I can stream, I can voice over, I can edit, I can on camera, off camera, do interviews, and I was never trained. I mean, we do one little thing with Lady Faye, and you know, we don't always say everything, but I knew that I had, you know, some challenge. Even though I'm an educator, I'm not a teacher of English language. Zane, I'm a teacher of geography, and I know that what I do, you always need to improve yourself. I spend my money and do some sessions with Lady Faye Ellington, treating with, you know, delivery and cadence and pronunciations and all of these things, like, and that has worked wonders. Like, if you know where me I come from and know where me then know, you know, say, that was money well spent. You understand what I say? So I know. It's investing in myself and my brand and my platform. See, even when I read in the nights, if you realize I will say something and not sound right to me, I'm going to repeat it 3-4 times just to get it right. Because I practice. You see me, I am not the complete article. I'm not the finished article. I am always trying to improve, whether gear, whether the human resource part of it, Zane and thing. So it's just part of it. I have always been different. I have always done it differently, the bright way, the right way. You understand? And for me, it's a business. I will sacrifice some things now for the greater good. As I said, even if I stop doing interview tomorrow morning, when I die, my work will live on. And I now plan this. I plan to interview all of the man them when I get interview. As many as I can. You understand what I say? So, what will be your legacy? Everything, your job is what is your legacy as a well, some people call themselves vloggers. I hate that word. Some people call themselves influencers. I hate those words. Zane, I am simply a content creator. You call me a YouTuber. I'm okay with that. What is going to be your legacy when this is all said and done? Evergreen content. Zine. So, I mean, we still do the news videos, we still beat some people when they get beaten. You understand? We have built a family, we have built a community, Zine, and it's a joy. You see me? So, whilst we haven't grown as fast as some people, while we not grow as fast as I am at peace. I am very humbled with what I have achieved. I am very okay with where I am. I know the plans that I have for my platform and what I want to achieve down the road. Zine, and it's always a time. I'm tell people say it's about 2.5 to 3 years before I started YouTube. I started streaming. You understand what I say? So we add things as we go along. You can't do everything one time. People say, teach why you not do this, why you not do that. Turco style, man. Slow and steady win the race. So when it's all said and done, what will be your legacy? You understand? What kind of impact have you created? What have you left behind? You see? I don't plan to do YouTube until me I walk with stick. You see me? I mean, if the energy is still there and people still want to hear my voice and hear what I have to say, sure. But we don't. Just like I don't want to be a teacher for all the days of my life. I don't want to retire as a classroom teacher. That not sexy. You understand what I say? So it's dreams. You understand? And you do the thing the way, the right way. But enough for me. This is not about me, about the information. So make we. So just to wrap up the crime situation, it is, and big up to all the police officers out there who still live by the pledge that they made to serve and protect. The police officers who continue to go above and beyond, risking lives and limbs, Zane, for very little pay. Zane, me personally, me appreciate the ones them. I don't know about nobody else. Zane, and I have never shied away. I mean, people call me police already, Zane, and say, yo, me different police. No, if the police them wrong up, me I tell us them wrong up. And if the police them do good things, me I tell us them do good things. Like, we don't pick no, not what me do, me not pick no side. Me just being balanced and fair as humanly possible. You understand? You know, I am a human being, so sometimes me probably do a thing a particular way, but generally I try to add objectivity, fairness, and equity to all that I do and all that I say. Zane, I mean, from time to time, I'll be very opinionated about a particular thing, but generally I try to be as objective as I can. That is me. So if the police them do good things, me I say they got the police them. If the police them do something where them need for go, me I go tell them to go. You understand what I say? Just like the politician, them not really do enough good things. But if them do something where me think say, me need to say, yo, you know that makes sense? Me I go say it. And if them need to get runway because them do things to go more time, me go make them know so them to go too. Then we just do the thing that way there. You understand what I say? Yeah man, police. People say me a police, enough time. You understand? And people say say if me do a video where me a cuss somebody in the Jamaica Labour Party, you say me a PNP. If me do a video where me a cuss somebody in the PNP, you say me a Labour, right? So what I have learned doing this, you can't please people. And I don't try to please people. What I do is give you the information as objective, as accurate, and as equitable as I know possible. And you decide how you want to internalize and process that and what you want to bring from it. I know this from the beginning, like with the interviews. Zane, some people say, yo, you laugh too much. Some people say, yo, you ask the same question then over and over and over. Of course, it's the same question then you ask. It's a formula. It's a winning formula. So each artist's story is different, but it's a structure. Zane, and that structure, the numbers don't lie. You understand me? I said, sure, I will take advice and balance some things and improve some things, but you can't please people. You understand me? I said, every interview have more thumbs up. Well, every video have more thumbs up than thumbs down. But you can't please people. You understand? You have people just thumbs down your video because it thumbs down sitting there. Zane, yeah, and them probably do the same thing and you do a video about them. I saw people stay. I'm not try please people. Like, honestly, I don't. Zane, if I say something that you feel offended about, That is just how it is. You understand? I don't deliberately go to offend people. Means not that type of person. I just speak the thing how me see it, address it how I think the best way to address it at that time. I could be I am wrong many times. Zine, in my viewpoints. But it's just my viewpoint. Not because you think so means that me have to think so, and conversely, not because me think so means that you have to think so. I don't impose my opinions on anybody. They are just my opinions, may I share them. Like, people think that only for them opinion makes sense and right. No, I don't think so. I don't think only my opinion makes sense, because sometimes truth is that in the wider scale of things, when you reflect and say, yo, you know, say, that don't really make no sense in a teacher. But at the time, it did look like it makes sense. It don't mean say because me say it right. I don't mean say because me say it wrong. It's just my opinion. So why you can have an opinion but me can't have one? It don't work, so. See? I live in Central Village for a couple of months behind the station cross. Cannot kiss my teeth. I hope not invest. You see me? So I just saw the thing go. So we just keep the thing on a level. Be respectful as far as I can be, because I have some people where you have to run them with sometimes. See? And when you run with people, 99% of you are used to your teacher, you feel no go ahead. I'm a human being before I was a teacher. I wasn't born a teacher. I mean, I'm good enough. Probably I could have been born that way, but I wasn't born a teacher. I was trained to be a teacher. I take the training well, you understand, and develop myself and my skills. I never born that way. So don't make, because I'm a teacher, you feel so you can say certain things to me and me if I just lock my tail and screech you know. No. You understand? Me not must this but me will reply to you. You see me? Yeah. How me reach on us again? Me don't know me reach on us so much. Me not come back around. Me not come back around that side. We have move on. Slow down. You know, we were just talking to Abby and we were talking about the need for blood. You have so many different reasons why blood is needed. Delivery, birth, women giving birth, kidney treatment, shootings, accidents. I don't know why we cannot go through a day where there's no report of an accident in Jamaica. Like every day is like a vitamin, one a day at least. And most accidents are the result of speeding. It is just the truth. And not paying attention. Zeal and impatience. Based on my observation, I think those are the three main reasons why we have accidents in Jamaica. Impatience, speeding, and gazing. You understand? Good evening, teacher. Blessings in Adrian. Give thanks. Adrian, you know me, I watch my stream the other day. I really watch it. But I glimpse it and you say, you're surprised to hear me speak that way. What do you mean? Like, show me some more time, the thing just too much sometime. That you talk about, I don't know. So, yeah, man. So, but I don't know. Slow down. Road safety director calls for discipline. Oh, I'm forgetting discipline. That is the next thing, you see? Probably that is the biggest thing. Because the moment you are speeding, you do 100 in a 40 miles zone, I ain't disciplined that, you know. The moment you overtake at a broken white line, I ain't disciplined that, you know. The moment you turn, I make a U-turn when you say no U-turn, I ain't disciplined that, you know. The moment you block up the intersection, I ain't disciplined, you know. The moment you heel to the driver where you have the right of way in the intersection, I ain't disciplined that, you know. So, indiscipline are probably number one. Speeding, then indiscipline. Or indiscipline cause speeding. Them 50-50. But then the rest of them fall. But 50-50, then the rest of them come after. The match not right, but you don't understand. You don't understand me, I say. Watch out. Would you allow someone to interview you? Yeah, when my story has been written well enough. But I think as Scotty me, they make interview me too still. So that's the next thing. So I see people I say, yo, make that man interview you and that man interview you. Nah. I think Scotty should be the person who interview me. Now, I look at G, around one place named Chaddy Murray. I look at brother too. Maybe one day. You understand? I don't know. If I do an interview with somebody who it will be most beneficial to. So like Chaddy, you know, you understand? That to do things for his platform. Because I'm a G, I'm a little brother. You understand what I say? I don't do the front thing at the YouTube streets like that because the man them not really genuine neither. You see me? The man them just their own for what them can benefit and I say that with no apology. So probably Chaddy, Zane, but Scotty, I think Scotty. No, not Scotty. What do you mean not Scotty? You don't rate Scotty? Me rate her. Peter, what do you mean? Don't underestimate Scotty, you know, youth. You have to redo the measurement, you know. Presenter said we interview me. Presenter, big up yourself, you know. PS presenter, I think I've said this before. Presenter is very instrumental in enough of the interviews that you have seen. He's one of the man who make some links because he's in the business. He has been in the business for a long time. And thing. One of them time I need to reason with him too. And thing. You see him? So yeah. Right, Scotty. Hey, I say man I call people them say that. Nah. But Scotty, of course. I think she will do an exceptional job, you know. As I said, don't underestimate her. It's a brilliant child. You understand? But we'll see, of course, one day. But me still young, I try to write my story, you know. You understand? So I run good interview for you know. You see me? Plus, me not even stay like that, you know. I am not even like that, really. You understand me? I say, you know, man, they run because they used to the man they want. Nah. We don't get carried away. Like, one thing when people normally ask me, teach, then when you interview someone star and me not see no picture with you. Me don't even like take picture, brother. You understand? Then me I whole interview with the man, you know. Then I mean sit down there on the man, sit down here, sorry, the lady sitting here, so. Then when me need to take picture and post, then you not see interview already, family. You understand? Yo, teach them man, yeah, me know is a star. But I mean interview him, you know, bright as I sit down. Zane, them respect me just as much as me respect them. You understand? Me just a simple look of you. Many people don't understand what simple means, but I want next story for you next time. Then me I whole 2-hour interview with the man sit down there, so then what kind of picture me need to take? Yo, me not understand. We not running neither. Like people used to say, yo, me know you're the own killer, you know, me not see no picture. Then me not need to take no picture with killer, like. Man, what do you me not see you do no birthday video for killer? For what? I call it G, me and him reason for 15-20 minutes. Me not frightened Friday family. You understand what I say? I don't even know ya, man. Hey, people strange. But means a simple youth. Never lost my way. Never get when we reach at the cross. You understand what I say? We don't lose away, man. We stay humble and focused and calm. You understand? There's a video I posted killer one time. But teach him no normally do that. I'm a brother, you know. Him have a phone and say, my youth. I make video and kill. I say, my youth, move from here, man, and no video, man. Hey, man, say, yo, go there, man. And I just go. You understand? And killer say, yo, teach him, don't do them things, you know. The man can't, like, him know me. Like, me is just a regular, simple youth. You see me, I say? And thing. Need to find Ginger. Yeah, man. Ginger a bad singer, man. See? And thing. Yeah, man. We one of them there, Richie, man. May I appreciate everything in time. You see me? So I just mean that, peeps. It's just a simple look of you. As myself for the people who I have met in the streets, I can tell you. Like when a man say, yo, teach them, unless me can't stop, I'll stop and pay my respects. Family, big up yourself. I appreciate the support. You know the girls, them sometimes they want to squeeze me a little bit. Me take a one squeeze, you see, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? And I'm with the rate of our straight. Yeah, so you know, so some of my greatest coach was the worst footballer presenter. You You understand? So, like we know music, technically, and we not a good singing voice, you know what I mean? You know what you go? Yeah. Teacher, I can link you. Ginger. What you mean if I want? So me tell her peeps, present her as me tell you, like, say you say ginger and the man say teach, we're gonna make it link. That's how you think. Alright, we can move on. You man never slow down on the road. Like when you have me a talk tonight. Me don't love that, you know. Cause me not a talker, you know. Yeah, and that's one next thing when people surprise. I don't talk a lot, you know. I am probably a very quiet person in real life. But me I get paid for talk, no. Or when me teach, me I get paid for talk. But generally, me not, yo, you have to know me if you know me. You see me? You have to know me if you know me. Like, I am a very bubbly person, personality-wise, but I am also a very quiet person. I like my own space, I like quiet, I like peace. I'm here, I like peace. You understand? Road safety director calls for discipline following second St. James double fatal accident in a week. Director of the Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport and Mining, Deirdre Hudson Sinclair, or I think it's DJ, it's pronounced, Hudson Sinclair, is calling on motorists in Western Jamaica to practice discipline on the roads as accidents and fatalities increase in the region. Scotty know about, you know, bro. She did some family things tonight, man. So Friday again. The plea comes as there was another double fatal accident along a section of the Rosehall Main Road in Montego Bay, St. James yesterday morning, claiming the lives of a 26-year-old Javari Brown and 40-year-old Conroy McConnelly, both maintenance workers or flankers in the parish. Now, reports are that about 1 a.m., both men were traveling in a Toyota Corolla motor car from the direction of Falmouth and heading towards Montego Bay when the vehicle hit a curb wall in the vicinity of the entrance of the Hyatt Ziva, I think I said that pronounced Ziva Resort. I think so. The driver lost control of the, normal when you hit a curb wall, especially if you're traveling at speed, you're going to lose control of the vehicle. The driver lost control of the vehicle and it collided with a Nissan AD wagon motor car, which was traveling in the opposite direction. Brown and McConnelly died on the spot, with the driver and the passenger in the Nissan motor car were taken to hospital for treatment. Now, having good roads is one thing, but drivers, we must recognize that the one thing we maintain control of is our driving behavior, the speed at which we drive, Sinclair said. We realize that people continue to speed regardless of the road conditions, whether it be poor lighting or a wet road, or the areas that are, or the areas that they are driving in, such as the outskirts of communities. These persons don't drive for the environmental signals, said Hudson Sinclair, as she advised motorists to also be mindful of pedestrians, especially in built-up areas. Addressing another problem, Hudson Sinclair said the headlights used by motorists at nights tend to blind the other driver traveling in the opposite direction, causing them not to be able to see very well. When you get flash, slow down, family, pull over. The road code book tell you that, you know. Like if you read it, you'll see that in there. If you get flash, top drive, pull over. If the area is there for you to do so, and balance your vision and thing. And when you get flash, don't try to flash the next one. Because you could have flashing man and slam up in your vehicle too. You understand? Yeah, man, the road not easy, Yensley, in real life. The road, if you follow Jamaica road, you not drive both here, you know. You understand what I say? So, you know, easy, brother, cause you will go about your business, paying all attention to the Road Traffic Act and the road code, and man can slam up in your vehicle and kill you and your family. Zane teacher was a dastard and wicked act that the Trinidadian teacher did. And I'm going to speak about that again, Adrian. I spoke about it a little bit Friday night, but the family, the child's family has spoken, so that's somewhere in my script. So I'll speak about that in a few, bro. Yeah, man, 100% correct, bro. You see me? Right. So addressing another problem, Hudson Sinclair said that the headlights used by motorists at nights tend to blind the other driver traveling in the opposite direction, causing them not to be able to see very well. So not seeing well plus speed create a deadly combination, and that often results in persons not being able to identify a hazard and not being able to avoid it. She also noted that Western Jamaica has seen a rise in single vehicle accidents, where motorists lose control of their vehicles, which she believes is a result of drivers neglecting the road traffic signs and speed limit because of smooth road surface. Now, if a man them buy Mark X in a family, they can't control them. So yesterday's accident was the second double road fatality along the Rosal Main Road within a week. 33-year-old Roger Grant of a Windward Road address in Kingston and the 24-year-old Daniel Bowen of a Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, St. James address died from injuries they sustained in a crash last Monday morning. Now, statistics from the Area 1 Accident Reconstruction Unit show that since the start of the year, 3 of the 4 western parishes have seen an uptick in road accidents and road fatalities compared to last year. The parish of St. James has recorded the most significant increase. Boy, nothing good now there, St. James. I just ask St. James people, big up on yourself. All law-abiding citizen in St. James, my respects. But say, sir, if you think bad St. James name in it, then I don't understand. So the parish of St. James has recorded the most significant increase with 24 fatal accidents and 29 fatalities from January 1 to June 25th. This is compared to 5 fatal accidents and 7 fatalities over the corresponding period last year. So that are 19 more and 22 more fatalities. So 19 more accidents and 22 more fatalities compare. The airport is the only good thing I'm over. No, Genus Media, man. You got too far, no rude boy. No. I am the only. Oh, so Yannick says you come from down that side. Empress Lloyd, good night. Yeah, man, big up to all of the nice, decent citizens in St. James. But say, man, St. James, some good news to come out of St. James. If I know lots of scamming allegations and situations and murders here, there, and everywhere, road accidents here. But man, them are St. James. I don't sort out it. In a look good and not sound good. You understand? I don't know how to feel about it, but I don't like it for you. You understand? Yeah. So Westmoreland is the only western parish that has seen a decline in road fatalities, recording 21 fatal accidents and 24 since the start of the year. For the same period last year, there were 28 fatal accidents and 29 fatalities. So yesterday's crash bring to 67 the number of fatal accidents across western Jamaica since January, with 81 lives being lost. Zane, compared to the 61 fatal accidents and 69 fatalities in the previous year from St. Elizabeth, but in Mobile. Yeah, me always say, so the girl in front of a St. They're nice, like, you know, cause through the meat, all heap of ground provision and sitting. Yeah, man, and drink cow's milk and then sitting there. They're nice. Senti girls there. Me said that already on the stream, yeah. Big up to you, Senti girl. Yeah, I've already been a real teacher. Have all this. Blessings in the alley. Give thanks, man. Most of the drivers buy them license. KFC is the best thing said to you, sorry to say. I don't mean to laugh with the father Elvis. I don't mean to laugh. Look here, I don't want nobody to follow. I don't allow St. James. St. James people, I don't big up on themselves. But man, them, I don't stop your foolishness. You understand? Zane, stop. I don't easy. The man them on the road, I don't slow down. The man them, we are behave like a clown around town. I don't need to put the guns down. You understand what I say? And stop behave like a picnic, because most of them are fully grown. Alright, I don't know the rhyme. Because think what the man say, meds are crime. Alright, I did seminar rhyme, but I still depend. You understand? Especially Junction. It's Santa Cruz girls and brother. More time I drive through Santa Cruz and I tap more and tap about there, you know. But say like, me have things to do like, so I can't do tap. You see? And normally when I pass back to Santa Cruz at night, like, you know, you're not to see girl them because the light not so bright. You can't trust it. Dark girl them, like, not complexion wise, but when you see girl them in the dark, it's not safe. You understand? So you have to see them at day, like, you understand? I want some Jamaican KFC. Yeah, so no, but big up to you, big up to all our girls, you know, cause you know, I'm good with the girls, and the girls them good with me from a taller time, you know. But the Senti girls them, something about what they eat like. You understand? They live in a food basket like, and them eat right. You understand? Yeah, man, them nice. Yo, Jaja. Kingsley Blackwood, blessings. Justice served. So Adrian made mention road need more light. That is true too in many cases, Jason. And sometimes the engineering of the road is faulty, and that oftentimes also pose a challenge. But the truth is that if you are driving at moderate speeds, you are able to negotiate many possible hazards along the roadway. Zine, so more corridors need to be properly lit. Zine, the engineering and many of the thoroughfares need to be re-examined. Zine, but we also as operators of public and private vehicles, we also need for, you know what I mean, handle ourselves with better care on the roads. Zine, so if you know so the road dark Jerome, then slow down on a little level, man. You understand? Finna, if you know say road condition not good, slow down on a little level, man. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Speed kills. Speed thing set away. You understand? So whilst the infrastructure is an issue, lighting and road conditions and the engineering, we also have a responsibility to treat with our use of the roadways in a more, you know what I mean, responsible manner as well. So all a sundry has to take some responsibility, Zane, and make the thing. Like, many of the times in these accidents are productive members of the country. We are losing, Zane, members of the workforce, brother. Families losing their breadwinners, You understand? Judge. Jamaica got thinking if you're a fast driver, you're a boss driver, which is true for the Elvis. Every man a bodies driver because they can drive fast. Zane, and as me I say, sometimes a lot of people die on these roads and they are very careful, them do the thing right, and man lose control of them vehicle and slam up in a like anybody can have an accident, From your drive you can crash. You understand? That is it. From your drive a vehicle, there's a possibility that you can crash. See, but we can reduce the possibility significantly if we use the roads properly and we are cognizant of other users of the road, whether pedestrians are people, other drivers, and we obey the road traffic signs and we operate within the speed limits, and it thing can better. See, some people's lives are changed immediately, like they are in an accident and they physically they are different. Them just change. See? Teach, we need a weekend retreat at a resort and greet and meet. Boy, I don't know if it's a resort, they want. Like, we need to do a teach them link up one of them time, See, when they think balancing and but resort, a tourist vibes at bro. Want a open out riverside type of vibe. And I don't know. Good night, Kerry. How are you? It's good to see you. You understand? Because we are real people, we do real things, You understand? Cook on some wood fire, run some pot, roast some yam and some saltfish, and you understand? I say boil some soup, and you see him cook some curry goat and jerk some chicken and jerk some pork too. So other people don't eat pork, leg off from the short tail. We have to eat to jerk pork run one part. A different pan runs on this. You understand? Drink some liquor and play some domino and play some football and all of these things and them something. Big up, I'm here. Shoes there. It's alright, Kerry. Everything good. You understand? Some people don't care about the road code, which is true. So Akev said so earlier. Akev post a comment about that. Let me see. I don't remember, but who said what post a comment? Definitely. Oh, Ali. Yeah, man, I intend to do that, but that will take some coordination and some logistics, and we see how it go. See? But one of them times that we need help season the pork, cook it, but me not. Brother, if you cook it pork, you might as well eat it, brother. Yeah? Hey, I think so. Blue Lagoon. I don't know. What you say, go? But then probably want it more central, Ainsley, because you understand, and everybody wouldn't be able to reach Portland side, so probably something more central where, you understand, more people can reach and thing. give us lots of notice. No, sir, now eating. Portland, so yeah, Ali, but we are talking about, you know what I mean, probably something a little bit more central. I don't know, but we talk about it. But one day, definitely, I hope to meet some more of the people. I've met quite a few people from the family and thing, but say thing, you know, some steamed fish and something. Because I know someone a big chef too, you know, so someone have to do some cooking. So I'm not coming on the apron them, you know. I don't know if you say a restaurant week, 5-star restaurant type of vibe. When I come in here, some pimento with smoke and sit on the nose and scale some fish and then sit there. Yeah, so I could say, but one of them time. I am definitely looking forward to that. You understand? Reggae Falls, not too far. Maybe, let's see. We see. We can talk about that one time and thing. Kingston link up. My youth. Oh, sir. Somewhere else. We shot at Kingston of that spot there where all we can roll and vibe like that. Yeah, that for go out to port, man. You see? But I could continue. You understand? Man, them slow down on the road. See? People don't fix the road. People don't want to build the road right. People don't want to light the road properly. You understand? Yeah. And above all, cut your speed. So as Adrian had mentioned earlier about the situation surrounding 13-year-old Channela and Trinidadian national Jamaican teacher, Trinidadian teaching in Jamaica, Sanju Maharaj, the peer, so you know that he was sentenced last week and thing. The parents have spoken, the family members, let me say that, and they are saying justice served. Lots of small resorts and guess what? Okay, I understand. Boy, Ali still up on the Portland thing. Alright, look like a Portland the boat have to go land. So, I don't know. You understand? Don't know big people, you know, I can't tell you what to do. You understand? Apron, may I bring my chef? Alright. So, family celebrates as teacher gets 34 years for rape and the murder of 13 years old. The mother of Channela, the 13-year-old girl who was viciously killed in 2018 and her body almost completely dissolved in caustic acid, said she never believed for a minute that the teacher held for her murder would walk away and is happy he has been sent away for 34 years. Trinidadian national Sanju Maharaj, who had sexually assaulted Channela months before he lured her away from her Augustown home in St. Andrew and ended her life, was on Thursday sentenced in the Home Circuit Court after he pleaded guilty to 4 counts of having sexual intercourse with a person under 16, murder, and trying to dispose of a corpse. The educator was sentenced to 12 years for the sex charges, 21 years for the capital offense, of murder, and 2 years for the other, which is trying to dispose of a corpse. The sentences are to run consecutively, which is very different to recent rulings, as normally here the sentences are run concurrently. So the New Day all-age student went missing from her home in July of 2018. 5 days later, her skeletal remains were found soaking in a bathtub with chemical liquid at Maharaj's rented premises on Wally Close in Mona, St. Andrew. Maharaj's neighbors became suspicious after smelling rotting flesh for days and saw the Trinidadian attempting to burn what appeared to be female clothing and braids. This prompted another resident in the yard to peek into that section of the house where what appeared to be a body was seen and the police were alerted. The police reported then that most of the body had been dissolved in the corrosive substance and that only 2 pieces of bones had been left with a small piece of flesh, which was used to confirm Channela's identity through DNA testing. A medical student, Leonardo Madden, said to be the Trinidadian's friend, was found at the premises and was arrested and charged with misprision of a felony. He is to return to court on October 28th. So, report at the Gleaner published the article. So, when the Gleaner visited Channela's family in Bedward Gardens, the family members were still questioning why the teen was killed, and in such a brutal manner, but were pleased with the sentence and lauded the justice system for demonstrating that it still works. I'm happy with the sentence. Cause a long time me I say, we want to have the justice system work. Cause enough people pitney dead and them not find no killer. And even when them find them get no justice. Or them not get no justice. Shanaya's mother, Shanaki Hall said. She said, however, she was quite certain that Maharaj would be convicted. Every time I go to court and talk to the police, them always give me confidence and tell me something positive. First, them tell me there is no way him can get bail and that him have to go to trial, she added, commending the police for their thorough investigation. Grandmother Sylvia Campbell and aunt Lisa G. Hall also expressed joy at the outcome. Me still pray for him, but me glad to get justice for my granddaughter. Everybody glad. All the family happy, said Campbell, who broke down in tears, noting that she still misses Shania. On my bed she used to sleep in her. Me know she did a go come take care of me, she added. Me glad say him, Maharaj, no walk, cause me did a fret. But when me think about it, me always say when him get her from man, him can't get her from God. And me believe so, and me believe so much in a God, me know him never did I go make him walk free. Thank you, Jesus, Campbell said. Now me can believe in the justice system, cause me hear enough case of man go jail and get away. And me not tell no lie, me did a fret, said the grandmother, adding that she's hoping that those intent on harming children will see the sentence as a deterrent. Hall said that Maharaj showed no form of remorse during the trial. The man mad and wicked. When him a plea and the judge asked him about the murder charge, him sap and said, I told the family don't know. But the judge told him to just answer with guilty or not guilty. And when him come out, him said, me love her. You know, she said. And when him come out, him said, me love her. You know, she say mad. You can love somebody and kill them and do them so. Me I wonder if him sensible. And me want to know what him wish the family would have known. Hall shared. At the time of Ray's death, Maharaj was before the court for carnally abusing her. See? So, he was charged after the teen was found at his home, a day after she did not return home from school. Maharaj met the teen while he was on teaching practice at her school. 13 years old, people. He is said to have picked up the child outside her home on the morning she went missing. Ah, boy. You know, teacher, I wonder if this Trini guy has killed other girls and are there dissolved in criminal in a similar manner. That is a serial killer. Boy, anything possibly, you know. You man saying love your little girl. Ratted. No, people, forgive me. You have to take bad things, make joke. The man said, if them not saying love your little girl, the little girl that he was in front of the courts on carnal abuse charges for, the little girl that he lured to his home, murdered her, and tried to get rid of her body. Him tell the courts him, yo, tell her. God is hiding out in Portland. I needed that little laugh them here what? You understand? And thing. I put on look up thing there, cause I said, me now make cause of uno my lip favor people foot back, you know, heel back, you know, no alright. You understand? AC. Now work out so well. But see me. Yeah, Finar, that the man say if I'm not say I'm read it again, and then not even touch you back with a long stick. You understand? Tell us star. Me and what I got a hideout in a pool. I needed that just though. I needed that. Cha-cha. Auntie. What may I look for? Richie. But Richard, you think them bad, man? What? What on then? Yeah, peace, my designer bad. Richard, you there? And still there? Richie, declare yourself. I wonder if I'm going to cuss at me show some people. So. You can see this, eh? Focus. You line up on the money. Stop drawing your foot here. Oh, have you, yeah, on the line up on the money. On the line up on the money. You understand? Focus. Camera in and focus. You understand? Yeah. Alright, Richie, man, stop dragging my foot, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Richie, you ready? Yeah. Alright, so yeah. Up. Alright, Richard, big up yourself. You don't have more sample. Shoot them out now. Yeah, so Richie has been working on designing for the merch store. And again, I drag my foot. It's just that, Jaja, my money ready. Alright, Rosie money ready. So Richie, we have a first deal. You understand? So it's a partnership between Richie and I. You know, him are the designer and things. So when the line is ready, I'll let you guys know. So he has been, I have, Mr. supposed to do some things from my end, I'm not do it. So I'm here the problem again. It means the problem a lot of times. But Richie, big up yourself, bro. You understand? Even though I'm not paying no man, him still do the work behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Give thanks, bro. I love it. See, people have the money ready. And that is just one of the quotes. You know, all of the quotes I'm going to use and thing. You know, man, walk good step with Jah. You understand? God is good even and a bad. You know one thing, I'm out. All of these things. Yeah. So Richie, as you know, Richie designed the logo, the channel logo that you're seeing on the screen right above me, big head right there, so. How much for the t-shirt? And when I know that yet, when I get around to that part there, you understand? Everybody ready. Alright. So alright. Since that's not ready, you understand? I got teach. You should patent it before unveiling it. Yeah man, but you know, I don't think it's official yet, but we'll get what you ask the Empress cookie. We see what I go on, you understand? And thing, but good advice. But you know, we just share with the family. But you know, people state you can't stop them. All if you patent it, them set away. So look out for that, peeps. I'm here. Ma, you leave my shoes them now? I'm here. Leave my leave my shoes. Why me I tell you? My shoes and can't get a little piece. Nightly curfews for several Spanish Town communities. So we're going to spend a few minutes talking about some the situation in Spanish Town and thing. The police have imposed nightly curfews in several sections of Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Well, several sections of St. Catherine. This is in addition to a state of public emergency that Prime Minister Andrew Jones declared for the entire parish on June 17. The curfew started on Friday and will apply to the communities of Tarspen, Ellerslie Pen, and 31 St. John's Road in Spanish Town, the parish capital. Teach, I have to secure here, man. Yeah, Empress Cookie, man. Give thanks, man. I should be able. Central Village and Gregory Park are also covered by the measure. So the curfews will run from 8 p.m. until 5 the following morning. They will end 5 a.m. on Friday, July 1. The curfews are based on Regulation 21 of the Emergency Powers Parish of St. Catherine number 3 Regulations of 2022. The parish has seen an upsurge in violence and murders that the police have linked to an internal feud in the One Order gang based in the parish. But there are questions about the constitutionality of the regulations following a June 17 court ruling that previous SOE regulations breach Jamaicans' rights to liberty and the freedom of movement. Now, National Security Minister Dr. Harris Chang tabled revised regulations for the St. Catherine SOE in the House of Representatives on Thursday. That was after the embarrassing discovery that the wrong document was tabled earlier on Tuesday, as I discussed Friday night. He said persons detained so far under the SOE have not been arrested using the SOE regulations, but under the Jamaica Constabulary Force Act. Now, as we talk about that, let me share it. I think I have another article here related to this SOE. Okay, so propose St. Catherine SOE regulations not constitutional, claims the People's National Party. Just a minute. Just a moment. All right. Right. So the opposition People's National Party says, sorry guys, just replying to some important stuff, says it will not support regulations the government has proposed to fully implement the St. Catherine state of emergency because they are not compliant with the Constitution. Opposition leader and the party president Mark Golding made a disclosure Sunday at the party's National Executive Council meeting in St. Mary. Based on our review, those regulations do not pass muster, and there are amendments that have to be made to them before we will ever support them, said Golding. He did not give any specific provision that he claimed was not constitutional. Golding said he will be writing to Attorney General Derek McCoy on Monday to outline his party's position. So the St. Catherine SOE was declared on June 17, as I said, but after 14 days, the government will need support from the opposition if it wants the measure to be extended. The government has the numbers to carry the motion in the House of Representatives, but it will need the backing of at least one opposition member in the Senate. The government proposed the new SOE regulations in the House last Thursday after admitting that the ones introduced 2 days earlier was not correct. Now, recent court rulings on the past SOE regulations have forced the Holness administration to revise the procedures to comply with the Constitution and the Jamaica's rights to liberty and freedom of movement. Now, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Dr. Harris Chang, says a probe has been launched into the tabling of the wrong. We'll talk about all of that. Ready. So technically, what the People's National Party is saying is that they're not going to support an extension of the SOE in St. Catherine under the current regulations as they are not constitutional. The opposition leader, though, has not stated which aspect of it he finds to be unconstitutional. However, he says he'll be writing to the Governor General, Dr. Derek McCoy, on Monday, so I suppose the contents of that letter may be made public, so we don't know. We'll watch and see. So, and as it says, the government has the numbers in Parliament to carry the SOE, Zane, because of the number of MPs that are on the government side presently, but they need at least one vote in the Senate from an opposition senator. So yeah, I think that is the correct way of saying it. Hold on, let me close up my door. I thought Amir was going to come in the studio, but he lined up my shoes and gone left them. Tell you, boy. Oh Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be a living. You have to sing that song the more time, you know. Cause say, why me I tell you? Yes, so I could go back to the Spanish Town situation, you know. Cause Jaja, you have to ask with patience. You understand? I have that, you know. I have a lot of that. But say, why I mean, know. At least 4 times for the day, I mean, takes down my shoes, line them up, whether in a arch or in a line. And me not talk about 1 shoes or 2 shoes. Oh boy. And for no reason at all will Amir wear shoes without a fight. War we have a war. And even after you put it on and him walk in a couple times, him try everything to get rid of the shoes. You understand? And my shoes them. But the only good thing about it is organizing them in various patterns, so you know that is developmental. You understand? So more time I even bother with him. But if you take up back all of the shoes, man, like it's a lot of shoes. Like it's a I tell her. And funny enough, you know, there are one type of shoes there, and there's about 5 or 6 of them that it doesn't trouble. And I clocks them. I give thanks. You understand? But every other shoes, like you know, so we war over your clocks them, cause so you throw suede and thing, and then I forgot clean them. You know, but I trouble them one day. Most like every now and then, I mean, I have clocks shoes with a straight leather. I'm not trouble them there. I don't know if I probably them too heavy. You understand? Cognitive learning, building blocks. Man, the man will lower me shoes them, brother. I'm gonna trouble for him shoes them. Me see him in my lineup for him them to them. It's a good start. Me find every shoes them could find for him and give him them. See if he may just leave mine them alone. So him trouble in the shoes is not the problem, but when he take them down, sir, repeatedly for the day, it's a lot of work. You understand? I'm tired. You understand? Yeah, nah, too trouble you wallaby them, man. They look like them too heavy. Though I don't think Ali Cat is the artist presenter. It's not the artist. You understand? Well, I don't think. Ali Cat has been around the channel. Is a part of the family for a long time. Just that he take away himself one at a time. You understand? And he's back now. But I don't think is the DJ. You understand? It would be nice, but I don't think so. I mean, I want to walk in his daddy shoes to set the example. Yo, Jaja. So back to Spanish Town we go, because a lot of things happen. So outrage. Spanish Town residents urge massive security operations against gangs. Now, and we spoke about, I shared an article recently, well, Friday, about women saying that they are hearing that their names have been placed on a hit list and they are living in fear. So the Spanish Town situation continues. Infuriated by intermittent deadly gang feuds, extortion, and the brazenness of criminals, many people living in Spanish Town and in communities on its fringes want the security forces to stage a massive operation in the old capital that they hope will put an end to the nightmare of violence to which they have been subjected to for years. Ricardo read blessings. The residents shared their desire to see the crime monster tamed for good in an informal survey conducted by the Jamaica Observer last Thursday. Just over a week after one or the gangsters turned on each other, killing 3 people and wounding others in a raging gun battle in the town. Now, shortly after that firefight, the security forces imposed a curfew in sections of Spanish Town, and the following day the government placed the entire parish of St. Catherine under a state of public emergency. The measure, though widely accepted, has been criticized by some people who insist that the SOE, which has been used in other areas, is worn out. But that view is not generally shared by the residents with whom the Sunday Observer spoke and whose identities will not be revealed. A 47-year-old woman who described the violence as out of control said the criminals don't have any remorse for nobody. I think the authorities should go for the head or leaders of the gangs to quell the feuds. it probably would be something like the Tivoli operation. This epidemic must stop to secure a safer Jamaica for our children. It's not even driving slow, Ali. It's just driving within the confines of the speed limit. You understand what I say? Auntie. What would they know? Right. Another woman told the Sunday Observer that she's devastated by the violence. I have never seen such a time as now. I think the security forces should go door to door and check for guns, ammunition, and wanted men. I strongly believe they should have a big security operation in the parish, where security forces take drastic measures, said the 45-year-old. A 19-year-old man said he isn't surprised by what is happening as there are too many guns in the hands of criminals. It is naive to believe that people who are in possession of destructive weapons were never going to use it to their benefit or in times of dispute, as we can see today. As scary as it sounds, the criminals have gotten used to the repetitive crime methods that are implemented, he said. It definitely would take an overhaul of the different justice systems we know today, completely revolutionizing laws and removing corruption. Community members are afraid or glorified dons and gang leaders, so there would be minimum community cooperation, as we saw during the Tivoli operation. He's a very intelligent young man. 19 years old, yeah? This is more than a parish issue, as the gangs currently involved stems across different parishes. So to perform such an operation will take more than the resources Jamaica has, he argued. Interesting. A 22-year-old man said while he was concerned about the possible spillover effects of crime, he doesn't think anything can be done to resolve the problem in the parish. I mean, I agree after the bat. There's no problem in this world that don't have a solution. You just don't find it yet. I'll say it again. There's no problem known to man that there's no solution for. It just hasn't been tried, right? It just not do yet. So, I not subscribe to the no solution thing still. But let me read what 22-year-old Umbrea say. See? If gang members do not feel the full brunt of the law, they will continue their reign of terror, which is true. I believe an operation may happen, but it may not yield much results, he said. Interesting. Alright, fair enough. Another female resident said the shootings have had a devastating effect on her family. We feel like we always have to watch our backs. I am worried about the transport of my children because they are public passengers. I have seen one improvement that I must point out, which is a state of emergency, said the 47-year-old woman. If it comes to a big security operation to fix this, I think they should do it, she added. A 43-year-old woman described the situation as very depressing. I am afraid to come home, wondering if I am going to get another call saying don't come to Spanish Town. She called for a return of hanging and suggested that the old, useless laws that are still holding up the court should be amended. These laws benefit the outlaws, not the innocent citizens of Jamaica. I have been involved in many a conversation where it has been said that the laws are more beneficial to criminals than to law-abiding citizens. So here we are. This is just terrible as a parish to have so many murders occurring within the span of a week, said a 19-year-old man. 19-year-old man. It's nerve-wracking to know that a drive-by shooting can happen at any point, while a person is in the town trying to get home. Persons shouldn't have to live in fear just because a few individuals decide that they want to commit criminal activities. If conventional crime-fighting measures aren't working, then the government has no choice but to launch a big security operation in the parish. So everybody is agreeing with the big security operation, you know. The problem with that is you can't have checkpoints and patrols, then expect the crime to stop. Or you can't. Okay. Criminals will go into hiding, but they still have the guns and funding to carry out criminal activity. I've always said, so like curfew, you know, I call curfew tiles, because they are effort in futility in my opinion. So you go in the area, yes, for 24, 48, 72 hours. And yes, the shooting may subside. However, the weapons that were involved in the shootings that led to the curfew being imposed are still in the hands of the criminals. So when the curfew invariably ends, then the guns are still there, the feuds are still alive, the criminals are still free, then what is going to happen? So issuing imposing curfews and not getting the guns is an effort in futility, in my opinion. As me tell us, I have called curfews curfew tiles, because there's no the guns are not removed from the communities. The violence producers are not removed from the communities and from society. Then what is going to happen? Why everybody going to call a truce and we have fun and frolic? No. It will go back to where it was before the curfew. So whilst the curfew may limit the shooting for a few hours, a few days, the guns remain. Are we doing sweep and clear operations during these curfews? Are we searching houses one by one during these curfews? And yes, we know resources in terms of manpower is limited in some instances. We have a K9 unit. Are we utilizing the K9 unit as much as we can? Zane? No. I don't know, man. So the laws, yes, a 45-year-old woman described the situation as sad, stressful, and disheartening. Too many idle lands are out there and too many youths with a get-rich-quick mentality. This crime situation is not a good look for the community, for the security forces, and the country at large. The leaders have relaxed for too long and watched the situation get out of control. And now they are trying to put a plaster on an already bad sore. You have to go cut off a foot. The laws that are created in this country need to be reviewed and enforced. Politicians know the part they play. Drastic measures are always needed when crime is out of control. But I am not sure the drastic measures will be allowed, because there are those in authority who will not want to lose their crowd and support system. So they will find ways to oppose, she said. The lady of fire. Her views were shared by a 25-year-old man who said he would support any kind of operation that would add to the SOE. So the Spanish Town people are tired of the reactionary policing. If you listen to the Prime Minister's press conference, they are saying how many gangs and criminals running up and down in the place. But it took a triple murder for them to react. We need some very serious operations, he said. Ali Cat, respect you, bro. Greatly appreciated. You understand? Blessings every time. You know the ones that work hard, so when the ones them say teach or this, we appreciate it. We'll bring the beer. No cooking on my part. Jaro, man, do better. There's some brother come catch some fire, brother, and move some coal, throw in some soup pot, and then the way you mean no cooking. You understand? And when you carry beer, you have to carry Guinness and Heineken and this. Since you're not cook, brother, you have to carry more liquor. It's just beer. And some Jack Daniels and Johnny Walker and this. Yeah, brother, type of foolishness. You see me? So, most people on the ground in Spanish, well, I won't say most people, many of the people who were interviewed by reporters from The Observer are singing from the same hymn sheet. They are saying that, look here, massive operation, man, like a Tivoli Gardens incursion type of vibe. You understand? So, I don't know if that will find fit. And critically, one person pointed to the political figures in the space. Them no want to lose them crowd, them no want to lose no support. So we'll hear people do interview and say, I first am hear a certain name. and I can't nobody name, you know. And then let me tell us, I can't be a political representative in this. I am too forthright and too frank and too direct and too straightforward to be a politician. Because I don't have foolishness with nobody, you know. You understand what I say? So, me not go curry sugarcoat nothing or no curry favor, because, brother, if me do the work in the constituency and I do what I'm supposed to do as a political representative within the ambit of the laws, that should be enough to secure my political future there, but me not gonna support no crime and violence and know some foolishness are going on because, me no want man go man. As a matter of fact, me no want in my constituency neither. Because the people in my constituency supposed to be living a comfortable life. That is why you appoint me as a political representative to represent you in the House of Parliament. To look out for your best interests and to provide the programs and the infrastructure in the constituency where as many people can be engaged and gainfully employed. So now that me I tell you, Ali, me don't know if me have that. You understand? So that is why a politics thing is not even. And then the next thing with the politics thing, you have to be a yes man. I mean that to no guy or girl. Because if you think black, me going to tell you say black, you know girl with black. Me don't even know which color and which color you mix to get it black, Right now it black. You understand what I say? So no feel say black and me going to tell you say white or grey. You know in between it is black. And if you now sing from the same sheet to the politicians them, you don't get no forward, no upward mobility. You have to go sit down on a backbench, brother. Because them are going to bench you. And when the next man on the foot broke them now so behind. Because you know, so what them say, so me can't do that something. See? Teacher, I watched a video you did about the mayor Spanish Town. He should be ashamed of himself. Boy, I mean, I tell you, say. And thing. The number for the... And also the WhatsApp group thing work, bro. Let me tell you, let me put out that straight. You understand? It's not like just like that. You see me? So yeah, we talk about the WhatsApp group in the future, but you know just want the WhatsApp group number. No. Well, not really some my group operates still, in all honesty. And that is nothing against it. But as I say, and I saw we go about that. See me? So, as me I say, the political thing for me enticing. You see? Auntie. Yeah. So that one part of the Spanish Town situation. I could talk again about Spain. See? Spanish Town on verge of implosion. Former cops sees possibility of Tivoli type 2010 operation. So apparently, you never see smoke without fire. You realize a lot of people has been saying, so everybody that was interviewed by Observer are saying, making mention of a mass operation. We see now where former police officers are also making reference. So is this something that is being said? Something in a grapevine? Because you know not a secret of Jamaica like. You understand what I say? Former cop sees possibility of Tivoli type 2010 operation. So with criminals continuing to keep St. Catherine in a headlock of violent crimes, deadly gang feuds and extortion, 4 ex-policemen believe the old capital could implode if the problems are not resolved. 2 are adamant that if left to fester further, a security operation on the scale of that which was mounted in 2010 in Tivoli to apprehend and extradite fugitive Christopher Dedoscope to the United States. Sorry guys, it's very much possible. The former cops gave their assessment of the situation in Spanish Town a week after gangsters on Thursday, June 14, engaged in a brazen daylight shoot. You don't know the rest of that. So the police who said the violence was sparked by infighting in the One Order gang, we don't know all of that again. The One Order gang, which has historically feuded with the Klansman gang, is headquartered in the Tarspin community and exercise control over Ellerslie Pen, Dempsey Pen, Gordon Pen, Shelter Rock, Homestead, and the Chambers Lane communities, as what the article has said. So roads at Chambers and railway lanes were blocked by residents to prevent vehicles from entering, with gunmen to carry out reprisals. Against the background of those developments and Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson's statement that there are 12 active gang conflicts in the town. So there are 12 active gang conflicts in Spain. Retired Senior Superintendent of Police Calvin Benjamin told Jamaica Observer that St. Catherine isn't under control. The SOE works, but as soon as the police pack up and move out, and the security forces move out, all the guys just come back, as I said earlier. When the pressure is on, those who are not caught will just move out to a safe place, and as soon as the security forces are out and things become relaxed, they return. We all know that there are persons that are paying extortion. But when the police get the intelligence and go to them and ask, they all say they are not paying. The police know, but the people being extorted all the night. So it continues, Benjamin said. Yes, they are fearful for them lives in a family. So there's that too. You understand? There's that. Benjamin also said that criticisms that the police are afraid to enter the space and aggressively take control is unfounded. I don't think so neither. You have to realize that the security forces have their lives and their family and have families. Self-preservation is the first and foremost thing that you need to look at. I don't know if they are afraid, and I can't say, but if you cannot protect your life, you will not be able to protect the citizens of Jamaica, he reasoned. I don't think that the security forces are afraid to go in the community, in my opinion. You understand? Well, not specialized and not CTAC, and definitely not the military. Seeing it is just treating with the laws and the constitution and the rights and income and them something. So I suppose, you understand? Since the guys have their own intelligence apparatus on the ground, teach them, they watch every movement of the security forces. True that. So since the start of 2022, the police report that they have arrested 82 people for possession of illegal firearm, ammunition or both, and seized 69 illegal guns in St. Catherine, an increase of 28% compared to 2021. As of June 15, the St. Catherine North Police Division recorded 70 murders and 51 shootings, increases of 52% and 76% respectively when compared to 2021. In St. Catherine South, 58 murders were recorded over the period, the same as last year, and 53 shootings were reported compared to 43 last year, an increase of 20%. Now, former Constable Mark Russell described the situation in Spanish Town as tough. The gangs and the criminals inside Spanish Town, the bigger they get, it is going to become more serious. With the Tivoli incursion, it stemmed from the extradition. So if one of those dons have to be extradited, then we can say that an incursion is possible. The criminals are not going to give up their leaders because these people are loyal to their leaders, he said. The Tivoli operation began on May 23, 2010 after gunmen loyal to Coke barricaded the community and fired on the police and soldiers to prevent them from entering to apprehend him on an extradition warrant as he was wanted in all of that. So during the fight in Coke, all of that. Now Russell, in his assessment of the situation in Spanish Town, said he does not believe that the gunmen there want to clash with the security forces in like manner to those in Tivoli Gardens in 2010. Something extraordinary would have to happen. They don't really want a war with the police and the soldiers. What they really want to do is to collect extortion because to them that is business. They are mainly at war with each other, Russell said. However, he made a grim prediction based on the events in Spanish Town. We are slowly heading down the path of total destruction because criminality has become a part of our culture. With every new generation, it just grabs a different group of youth to replace the ones that are either dead or in prison, to expand the gang activity and criminal lifestyle. The whole country is going to become one corrupt criminal space, Jaja. We have to come up with emergency solutions and long-term solutions. The government is not focusing on any long-term. They are coming up with short-term ideas that don't work, he lamented. He also said that public silence is exacerbating the problem. If we leave it to the police alone, they might have to do things that are unlawful because people are not talking. If nobody is talking, that means you have to take things in your own hands. And we don't want to do that. We want to work with the citizens and with the law. The citizens are the one who witnesses crimes, so they are silent. Then how can the police investigate or even fight crime? There are good citizens, bad citizens, and hypocrite citizens. The hypocrite citizens, bad citizens, and hypocrite citizens, well, let me read that too. Okay, so the hypocrite citizens, they know everything and are the most powerful. But the criminal culture is getting so big that some people are related to the criminals. It might be a boyfriend, a father, a cousin, or a brother. The criminal culture is spreading like a virus and eventually it will infect everybody, Russell predicted. Unlike Russell, ex-cop Clive Lawrence, better known as feared crime fighter Karate Georgie, believes a massive security operation like the one in Tivoli is not only possible, but menacingly near. The rate at which these men are behaving now, trust me, They have the artillery, so there's a possibility that is imminent. The police never expected the men to come in the town. You call that terrorism. When a man can come in the heart of the town with high-powered rifles and fire indiscriminately, that is terrorism. You have to call a spade, he said. If the criminals can be so brazen to go into the heart of Spanish Town and display the lawlessness, anything is possible. If they don't get adequate security to man the outer parts of St. Catherine, we will have a recurrence of that. St. Catherine is a very large parish. I figure that maybe they don't have enough police to man the entire parish and occupy all of the spaces. This is serious business, he said. Lawrence said 25 years ago, it could have been said that there was a handful of gunmen. Today, he said, the numbers have increased. The place is saturated with criminals. They are all over the place. The scammers invest in guns. What a Jamaica. We are in some serious problems, Lawrence said. Now, prevention, he added, is one commendable aspect of the SOE. However, he stressed that if police aren't actively searching and finding criminals, there's a problem. It doesn't make any sense. The SOE can't be forever. Yeah, they can't be indefinite. So as soon as the pressure eases up, the men will go at it again. So you have to be going after the men. While the SOE can stem it in terms of prevention, how long will the SOE work for? You have to go for the men. You have to find them and bring them to justice, in whatever form. Now, former Senior Superintendent Renita Adams, on the other hand, told the Sunday Observer that St. Catherine hasn't reached the point of a grand security operation. He argued nonetheless that simple policing work is absent, which poses grave threats to the parish. The criminals are free to organize, get their weaponry, get their money, get their drugs, get their everything, and execute and implement their plans. They are not being disturbed. I don't want to criticize the force, but I live in Spanish Town, and I am yet to see policemen in the heart of all the criminal areas here, digging up the place and looking for criminals, said Adams, who, during his tenure in the police force, was feared by criminals. Spanish Town has a history. When it's ready, it cools down. But it cools down only because they kill off one another and there's nobody left to fight. They will cool off for 6 months or a year to gather all their resources and then come and unleash mayhem on the public. Adams said he does not know if Jamaica currently has a police force that is willing to manage the crime situation. Their hands are tied behind their backs with all kinds of rules and regulations that have brought forward to stifle the police actions when they are being implemented. In the comment I suppose he's referring to. The criminals in Spanish Town have more intelligence than most of the policemen, and therefore, when the police are at a particular location, criminals have another 20 routes to which they can flee to hide from the police and go undetected. So how will you detect crime, he asks. I don't see policemen going on the house bottom anymore. I don't see policemen going into tanks anymore and searching for guns. I don't see that. Added Adams, I have seen nothing happening in Jamaica that is beyond the task of the police. What is happening, as I know, is that these are not bad men. These are some little lunatics, some little uncontrollable mad boys, idle boys, wicked boys running up and down and making life miserable for people. And they are all over the place. Mr. Adams has spoken. Yeah, sir. The people's champion. Well, I don't know. Mr. Adams has long said that Jamaica are no bad men again, and just some little cruel boys. Boy, may I tell you. I know. So some deep perspective on the Spanish Town St. Catherine situation from these articles. Interesting. Mr. Adams though is saying that he don't think that it is at the stage for a mass incursion like the Spanish Town one, but he doesn't see effective policing on the ground. You understand? Criminals are comfortably saying their activities are not being disrupted. You understand? There's no counter measures being taken against them or consistently. I suppose. You see me? Andrew Wellness need a new approach and strategy to curb the high crime. The current policies are not working. Policies are not working. And Adams once said you can't pet these criminals. They will kill and then go in bars, go drink beer and celebrate their kills and plan the next one. You have to deal with them accordingly. It's rough, brother. So it's interesting to hear from these former police officers. It's interesting to hear from the citizens. It would be interesting to hear from these men, some of them who are want to really fight for the G. How are you guys benefiting really in the long run? Like, are you okay with knowing that your rival or your crony, Zane, or the police any day can be? Are you okay with that? Are you okay knowing that your entire family can be killed as a reprisal for your action? Are you okay knowing that if someone come look for you and not find you, your mother and your grandmother will be murdered? Are you okay with that? Are you okay always looking over your shoulder? Are you okay not being able... Well, I don't know if a man them sleep soundly at night time still. But for the man them wanna sleep soundly, is it okay to spend your life now get good rest cause you can't lock your eye in peace? Are you okay with going to a million funerals, bro? Are you okay? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Cha-cha. Even the dogs and the cats are in the crosshairs too. I saw a story that said criminals extort taxi and bus drivers $4,000 per day. That is $28,000 a week per vehicle, doing nothing. Higher grade warning. So researchers say psychoactive components in locally grown marijuana is increasing. The higher grade I get higher. High grade is going through my head. And that's the reason why my eyes are turning red. Oh, no worry about singing. You understand? Kill and Cartel say, what? When they smoke weed, then you red like car brake light. My one swell up like so me get a straight right. When me light, me spliff, me no need candlelight. Jaja, I tell you. Build a new prison for new offenders. The potency of marijuana since its decriminalization in 2015 has reportedly increased threefold, which may give some users higher doses than they can manage. A chief researcher at the Caribbean Toxicology Unit, Caritox at the University of the West Indies, Mona, is cautioning. The findings of a study into the potency of the herb will be officially released in a scientific journal later this year. But UWI lecturer Carol Lindsay is convinced that if left unchecked, the problem can create serious public health and regulatory concerns for the local medical marijuana industry. Not only that, because some of the man them where smoke weed and I got the foolishness, then if a weed, I give them 3 times more high, then... This study canvassed hundreds of products from local ganja farmers and other marijuana interests, who since 2015 have been providing samples to Caritox, a unit within the Department of Basic Medical Sciences. It was discovered that the potency level of THC or tetrahydrocannabinol, wow, that's a long word, tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, in the cannabis has been steadily increasing. THC is among the principal and most sought after medicinal and psychoactive substance in the weed, and its potency is measured by its ratio with another non-psychoactive substance, with other non-psychoactive substances. Local ganja cultivators have seemingly been manipulating the growing conditions to increase the strength and ratio of the THC, the researchers observed. Caritox's findings coincide with potency concerns in the United States and Europe in recent months, which also conducted their own research and made similar discoveries in those markets. Experts say this underlines users' inability to discern the strength and effect of the weed at outlets. If you go to a bar, for example, and you buy a drink of rum, you will always get a certain percentage of alcohol in it. That level of alcohol will never go up in that drink of rum because it is controlled, Lindsay explained. But if you think of it, we have these marijuana dispensaries where you go and buy yourself a joint. Today you smoke and it is of a certain value, and then you come back in 6 months' time and it is twice the amount of THC in there. Twice the potency. That is serious, and somebody needs to monitor that, she argued. Now, Caritox is one of 3 authorized labs by the Cannabis Licensing Authority, the primary watchdog over the juvenile industry in Jamaica. Now, Lindsay's team is among the first attempting the lengthy process to create a profile of locally grown marijuana. In this study, the cannabinoid content of Jamaican-grown cannabis was examined over the period 2015 to 2020. Over 200 herbal cannabis samples were collected from various locations across the island. Read a synopsis of the extended paper. Now, of the 12 parishes studied, the highest average TCH greater than 20% was detected in the central county of Middlesex. Oh yeah? The results reported in this survey suggest that, like other countries worldwide, Jamaica has seen an increase in the potency of locally grown strains over the decade. It underscored. Now, Lindsay said greater details of the potency paper regarding other countries and parishes found with the most potent strains are to come later this year. She also could not say yet the extent to which this increasingly potent marijuana was being sold on the market. Nevertheless, she said it would be beneficial for the government to implement a potency monitoring program so as to manage these findings before they manifest into a cause for widespread health concerns. If there was a standard amount of THC that was delivered in a spliff, and that is now increasing threefold, the psychiatrist needs to weigh into that, said Lindsay. It is fine we started the medical marijuana industry and we are making money, but we don't want to have people getting psychiatric events or problems. Not only is THC damaging to the development of brains in young adults, who are among the highest users of ganja worldwide, studies have shown that it also causes anxiety, paranoia, and depression, and can also worsen mental health illnesses such as schizophrenia and some. I am certainly all for the medical marijuana industry, but we need to move it a step further, and the science is there to help use, said the researcher. The article long, so I can't read all that. But yes, it has said weed what we are reap is of a different breed. You understand? And I mean, smoking is at its trendiest in Jamaica. You see, some people just smoke because them see a next man a smoke. For me, I don't smoke. I have never smoked. You understand? And I spent a lot of my teenage years in a house where my stepfather smoked and my mother smoked. And when I say smoke, I mean smoke weed. See? And thing. Quite a few of my childhood friends smoke. I just decide to not smoke. Like, you see me? Just like when I decide to not shave my eyebrow. Just like when I decide to I don't need no tattoo. Just like when I decide to I don't need no piercings. You understand? That's just my thing that. You see? But big up to the people that would do them thing. But you know, say moderation over botheration. Too much are not no good. Yeah? So some people can manage them smoking. Some people can't. See? And I now blame marijuana for it no crime. But I am wondering some of these young boys who are out there doing certain things, if the marijuana that they are smoking is influencing their decision making. And the bleaching thing, bro. Yeah, then something now, you know. You understand? So you have to decide what you up to or what you into. I from a very long time, was able to think for myself and make decisions for myself. See, all of my brethren them pierce them ears, and enough of them man them have tattoo, and you know, none of my brethren they never really bleach like that. Not that I can remember. See, but you know, with their own people do that. You understand? No, it's the Mali. So before Mali became like as prevalent as it is now, DeAndre, what was doing it before that then? So since as Mali is the thing then, some I don't know. No, I have spoken about this particular thing before, but apparently it is getting more widespread and more active again. The SIM swap situation, SIM jacked, as the Gleaner said, but I think they call it SIM swap. Seeing where it is not like scamming is so commonplace in the country now. The man has to find more creative ways of adding to the thing. Is the main. Cops and cybersecurity experts are on high alert as $100 million was stolen in number swapping schemes. So a fraudulent SIM swap scheme, which allows cyber criminals to hijack cellular phones and gain access to sensitive personal information, has been used to swipe nearly $100 million from more than 24 bank accounts over the last 18 months. The Gleaner has been informed, as confirmed. SIM swapping or SIM jacking schemes involve the use of replacement SIM cards obtained through fraud and deception from a telecommunications provider to take over the cell phone number of the legitimate owner. Once the setup is completed, the newly activated SIM card allows cyber criminals to gain access to bank accounts that are linked to the victim's phone by resetting the password via text messaging. Law enforcement and cybersecurity experts explain. Now, a subscriber identity module, or SIM, is a tiny card with an, well, I don't know about SIM card, with an embedded chip that is inserted into a smartphone, allowing it to make calls and function like a computer. Now, two significant SIM swap cases involving a total of $61 million and US $133,000 have been investigated by the Financial Investigations Division since January last year, the agency confirmed. The cases involved 27 customers of two commercial banks. The names of the banks were not publicly disclosed. But amid a push by local financial institutions to get more of their customers to pivot to internet-based transactions, cybersecurity experts fear that the cases uncovered by the FID could signal the emergence of a very scary crime. SIM swap schemes emerged on the global landscape nearly 5 years ago, but was first detected in Jamaica shortly before the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic in 2020, according to law enforcement officials. Cybersecurity consultant Trevor Forrest is warning that by using the same email address to configure cell phones and create online banking profiles, citizens are making life easier for cyber criminals. When you link all of these things out of convenience, it provides a gateway into simplifying fraudulent activities, said Forrest, the CEO of 876 Technology Solutions Limited. It is a scary thing to hear, but it is not a difficult thing to address. In the meantime, Keith Darien, Principal Director of the FID, does not believe that SIM swapping or SIM jacking schemes pose a significant threat to the Jamaican financial sector, mainly because of the security measures that have been put in place by the banking industry. And he gave the assurance that the FID, the agency mandated by law to combat money laundering and other financial crimes, will develop appropriate strategies aimed at detecting and crushing these schemes. We assure the public that we will do everything within our powers and the capacity to ensure that the financial sector is stable and that persons' savings are protected, Darien told reporters. Now, 8 people, including one of the suspected, 8 people include Omar Crossgill, big up yourself, bro. Appreciate the contribution. Blessings. 8 people, including one of the suspected masterminds, are facing criminal charges for various breaches of the Proceeds of Crimes Act, the Cyber Crimes Act, and the Larceny Act for their alleged roles in the 2 SIM swap schemes uncovered by the FID. Several suspects remains on the run, the agency said. So the stolen cash in both cases was either deposited to other bank accounts or used to purchase a number of motor vehicles, including some that are still at the port awaiting waiting to be cleared. Or the man them a shipping vehicle. The assets of the suspected mastermind, inclusive of motor vehicles and bank accounts, have been restrained by the FID, the agency said in an email response to Sunday Gleaner queries. A restraint order is sometimes granted by a judge to prevent the disposal of assets believed to have been derived from criminal activities. The FID did not disclose details about the two SIM swap schemes it uncovered, citing the ongoing investigations. But according to Forrest, the schemes are similar to lottery scamming. So the idea is, if I get access to specific personal information, I can generate a request to a telecommunication company for a SIM to be created and given to me, he said, explaining how cyber criminals are able to take over the phone number of other customers. SIM swap schemes are usually aided by collusion, knowingly or unknowingly, but cyber criminals and employees in the telecommunications and business process outsourcing industry BPOs unknowingly, because some workers don't always do proper due diligence when processing requests for replacement SIM cards, said one financial investigator. Telecommunications firm Flow said it has found no evidence of employees colluding with persons involved in the fraudulent SIM swap scheme. Flow acknowledged, however, that in recent years it has taken disciplinary action involving dismissal against employees whose actions contravened the company policies regarding SIM card transactions. In one case involving an employee of a dealer store, a recommendation was made for appropriate disciplinary action, the company said. To the extent that criminal liability was determined on the part of the individual implicated, we have cooperated fully with the relevant law enforcement authorities, Flow said. Now, up to late yesterday, there was no response to questions submitted to Digicel, the island's other main telecoms provider. Forrest acknowledged that SIM replacement process implemented by local telecommunications firms are more stringent when compared with their counterparts overseas, but pointed to gaps that can be exploited. As an example, he explained that employees in the telecommunications and BPO sectors acting in cahoots could assist cyber thieves to submit requests, get a SIM card for someone else's phone, and take over that number. Flo said it is clear that there are individuals who have some information with regards to banking details and associated mobile number, which leads them to pursue a fraudulent SIM swap. However, Director of Communications Kean Mitchell said Flo has implemented robust policies and processes to protect customers, including mandatory photo visual identification verification for a SIM card replacement. The processes also include a system check and verification of customer data and a test call to the number for which the replacement card is requested. Additionally, Mitchell said customers must provide their name, address, a picture ID, and their taxpayer registration number when purchasing Flow products. But then if you man them have your information, then I can do that too. This information is uploaded to the company's database and used to support verification process in the event of a SIM card replacement request. Now, less than 2% of Flow's mobile customer base request a SIM replacement card, and 97% of that number are able to successfully replace their SIM with no further verification checks required, Mitchell said. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so this is important. Signs that your phone or accounts have been hacked. Your phone suddenly stopped working. That is because once a fraudulently obtained SIM is activated, the SIM card in your phone stops working. Getting odd requests via email for things like, nobody can email me asking for no password for nothing at all. You understand what I say? So that not for one different way. You can email me and tell me say you want my password. Go on where you go. You see me I say? The SIM card is getting odd requests via email for things like password change, etc. That is because someone is trying to access your personal information, say cybercrime consultant Trevor Forrest. If you are unable to log into your accounts, including social media, email, and bank accounts, this is because one of the first things cyber criminals do is change your account credentials. Things to do to avoid being SIM-jacked. Use separate email accounts for your cell phone and bank account. If your phone is SIM-jacked and the criminals request a password change for your bank account, the request does not go to the email account linked to the phone, noted cybercriminal consultant. Always be careful about what website you visit and the kind of information you put in. Never respond to email asking for information and your bank details if you do not know where it comes from. Doing so will allow cybercriminals to get information such as usernames and passwords. Be aware of the source of any applications you download. Yeah? So peeps, be careful. You understand? Be careful. I mean, all of us are susceptible, but we have to be careful. We have to take some personal responsibility too, and always be calm. It's just like I always tell my students when I'm teaching about natural hazards, and particularly earthquakes, as that is the one that we treat with more often than not, and hurricanes in Jamaica. Yeah? Your best friend during a natural disaster is calm. The calmer you can remain is, the greater the possibility of survival is. See? So when you're treating with these things, sometimes we get flustered and, we do some irrational things. Calm down. Assess it. Why would they be requesting a bank thing? Call the bank. A request was sent to my email stating XYZ. Can you verify this request? No, they can't, because they never sent it. You understand what I say? So there are ways. Sometimes we just need to relax. In our fast-paced lives, we kind of get caught up and do some things sometimes where, you understand? We work hard, we have to protect our local earnings, you see? And thing. And the man, they might get more creative and finding greater ways of you know what I think? Fleecing and scamming and scheming. So we have to be careful. Personal responsibility is important. We have a tendency to blame everything else and everybody else, but sometimes we have to take responsibility too. So yes, the banks need to improve their security systems and the government need to put things in place, but you too, you are also ultimately responsible for securing your stuff. See it? And thing. You do the best security thing you can do, and the man then finance to go around it, fine. But you never play no role actively in that. You see me? You have to be careful. You understand? Yeah, peeps. So, I don't know. Call it a day. I have an interview tomorrow. I have interview for edit for Tuesday too. And so big up to the people who were in the Rain Civil premiere today. What's up? That's episode 3. I think the next What's Up on Sunday will be Quick Cook. Yeah, very interesting reasoning that you'll be very surprised as to how, I won't say influential, but to some of the contributions that Quick Cook, because I was a bit taken aback by some of the things that I learned too. So Quick Cook is the next What's Up. Truth is, when an artist share them story, deep, and sometimes, we have 3. So we have What's Up, Wagwan, basically, Artist Spotlight. Haven't been doing any work on that. I think I have an interview for Artist Spotlight soon. A very talented Idrin. You understand? They reached out to me a couple months back, but all the thing go, when I reach on to that yet. So look out for that. And thing. We have a couple of WhatsApp interviews where we do already put on. But the story, X man share them story, Y man share them story. With a shot of them there. You see me? And things. So peeps, big up on yourself. Appreciate the support. I rode solo tonight. It has been a while since I did this. Back in the days it was just my big head alone and my crufty rough device here. But Scotty has brought some refinement to the thing. You understand? And a different perspective from mine, Zine. And a different angle of looking at things, and so yeah, so hopefully some workers are selling your information, which is true to Peter. That is absolutely true. See, so that is the next thing. So Scotty will be here again on Friday, God's willing, and we'll do that something here again. Peeps, big up on yourself. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. Yes, and me soon. Enjoy your week. Yes, Scotty bring some tenderness. Some tenderness. Peter said beauty. Yeah, that too. Yeah, Richie, Quick Cook. As me tell you, you're going to be pleasantly surprised, bro. You understand? And things. So, Quick Cook is not on Tuesday, O'Neal Famous is on Tuesday. Quick Cook is on Sunday. That's what's up. Zane, and then I think next Tuesday is Mitch, and then after that Jonathan Wolfman, and we go on and go on. I mean, I call him one name, Glen Washington, there's somewhere in that. Pampute, there's somewhere in there. Fambo, there's somewhere in there. Zane, some all of our people. You Zane? And thing. Zane, Pompidou, there's somewhere in there. You see me? Michael Buckley, there's somewhere in there. The Meek, the Little Meek and Daddy Meeks are somewhere in there. Esco, there's somewhere in there. All of our people, there's somewhere in there. You understand what I say? And thing. Don't be there, please. We do the work. You understand? Take a piece of the music. Teach them. I take a piece of the music. You know, man. Everybody have a story. Yes? That's why I always say. You understand? Every month, somebody comment what they say, yo, me I scrape the bottom of the barn, we will find some legends. I tell us you can't suit everybody. Every man have a story, and as I say, we have different segments. So we have artist spotlight, seeing where you know, and with the artist spotlight thing, it's not from a man tell my artist. You have to show me say you have a nice little collection of good quality, clean, uplifting, positive songs. Zane, you have structure around your thing, and you take the thing serious. And it's not me going on my bathroom go find one song and me have a song. No. So when the next artist spotlight comes up, Zane, you will see it have to be. I don't know also pram push thing neither. You understand? And I don't know no loud, crude, vulgar music either. See me? So bear that in mind. So when you reach out and you present your body at work, small or large, because some man in the thing a long time and still not really get the break there. So we want to highlight some hidden talent, some gems, some people we think have massive potential. I may get it wrong, but me as for me, I will hold myself to that. I will not use my platform. I mean, so not for the man that we interview already, do some songs in the past where the songs them do already. You understand? Killer have many gun tune. You understand? Not for the man them have many gun tune on interview already. No slack songs, but them do already. See? The man them know where I seek out the platform who say them are young upcoming artists. Make sure say your thing well packaged and the quality is good. Else it's just a no. It's a simple thing. You understand? And next, the man them not approach me about how much money for do. I don't charge anybody to do any interview. I interview you based on your merit and your contributions. For the man where I tell them so, for the WhatsApp people them, they would have made some form of contribution. For the artist spotlight people them, we have a solid thing a go on, we serious about the thing, we have some professionalism around on the thing, and we do the work and then get the ears of the people that I am willing to open up the platform to you for you to meet my viewers to say, hey, see me here, I do some good music around here, so I not get no love, but me have talent and I am doing quality music. So bear that in mind. So when you go email me or you go message me, no say you send me a song about anything with choppy night, you'll get chopped. If you send me a song about anything about gun and murder night, nah go work out. If you send me a song about girl this and girl that are under this, it's not going to work out. Be creative. You understand? We have enough of that already. Certain tune of your voice again. Selectors on this jacket thing twice, my friend. I can't sing like Chris Howell, but the tune is out there. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. So know that. A principle and we run with things, but we're not in the foolishness with nobody. So when you reach out, bear that in mind. See, and no, if you approach me first and say, yo, me have X amount of money and me artist, me not gonna respond to you. Don't come to me. I do not. I don't know who out there charge people for do interviews. Zane, I don't even review people. And on any given day, 10 people link me say they want a review song how much. They want a review how much. I don't do that. You understand? I have never collected $1 and will never collect $1 to do an interview. Zane, me I'll interview man and them thing. You know, get back a little vibe and some shows are coming and dub plate are coming and then we link me and say, teach, you know, I mean I say everything good me DJ man, I'm a singer man, don't worry about it. You have some man who insists and say, brother, put some gas in your vehicle, you understand what I say? Or buy some lunch for the team. We probably consider that, but we don't collect money for the interview, brother. So know that. So as I said, I don't know who out here is doing that, but we don't do that. You understand? We interview people based off of their merit. See? And you know, sometimes you say to some people, say, like, then what your contribution to the, and people get offended. But I have a responsibility to my viewers to provide quality content. You understand? Not because you say as an artist means that teach them and go interview. And the man them when I come say, yo, you know, so me do an interview round this song, me I want song and go on well round this song, and me depend that not nothing to do with me. That I couldn't care less. If me assess your thing and it's not up to what me think if it there, you couldn't do David Letterman show. You understand? It don't mean nothing to me. See me? So don't come tell me so you're the depend the reporter, the stage, or the news outlet, or the paper. That has nothing to do with me. Good on you. Congratulations. So don't tell me that. And you the song mash up the, if the song mash up the world, then you don't need me. Congratulations, man. Make the song go and mash up the world. So approach me. Just approach me right. You know what I'm saying? Just approach me right. That's all. I am very approachable. Just approach me right. Yeah, man. Because that is the approach. Yo, you know, no, man. Shaka and work with me. And I don't get carried away by nothing, family. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I am calm and collective. Like, me not get carried away. Oh, yeah? That yeah? Okay, cool. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Manners. Art I love. No. Come on. Do better. Peace. Big up on yourself. So I put it out there. Because I know someone on this. And this is no disrespect to anybody. See, I just operate how I operate. It may not work for some people. You understand? I know people probably out there pre me, yo, teach them interview that man and then me only can interview one person at a time. See? And the next thing is to the interview have to make sense. You see? It have to make sense. Peeps, big up on yourself. Work good. Have a wonderful, productive week. Safe travel upon the gravel. Step with Jah. I'm out.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Teach Dem Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until the next episode, check out the Teach Dem YouTube channel for more good things from the yard. Also, we'd appreciate a rating for this episode. Until next time, walk good, my friends.